Hello, chat. Jax, Squeeb, and Mickey, what's going on? How is everybody doing? Zimmy seems to be sleeping right now, which means I got a couple hours before all hell breaks loose here in the household. Nexo as well, what's going on? Zarin. And I figured to myself, I play with Zimmy for like an hour, then she'll sleep for like 3, and I can stream in peace. If she does end up breaking out and going crazy, well, I guess we'll just have to deal with that. But regardless of all of that, it's a Binding of Isaac stream. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed it's Binding of Isaac time? Why is this one... You guys seeing this right now? That one strand of hair? I have not played Rayman before. I've heard good things, though. I have. It's never really piqued my interest, I guess you could say. Not quite. Then again, I haven't really played a lot of games. I'm a very, very picky gamer. I play the same like 3 games day in, day out, and I refuse to branch out. I wish I would do that more, but I'm lazy, I guess, is one of them. Oh, Zimmy is looking at me. I can't get it on camera because she's being sneaky, but she's hiding behind the TV stand with like the big, playful pupils just going like this. So we may have a bit of an issue arising momentarily. But anyways, let's launch the freaking game here. If you're wondering why chat is in slow mode, it's to help prevent spam bots and anything else. So it's gotta happen. It does. I'm not considering going back to Twitch, but I am a little bit disappointed in YouTube for not doing more with Twitch failing. My thought process was that eventually, when Twitch keeps fucking up, YouTube will come in and improve their own platform. They haven't. So I'm kind of still holding out for improvements here on YouTube in terms of chat and interaction and all that, but I guess we'll wait and see. 7 p.m., 4 a.m., 6 p.m. It's 11 a.m. for me right now. This is why my stream chat is like... I feel like I have... My audience on my Let's Play channel is half American, like 33% Polish, and like 20% UK. Oh my god, Zimmy is right... She's biting my hand. What are you doing, baby? You gotta calm down. Ow. Ow. If you want to sit there, you can, but you have to not be biting everything. That's my pinky finger, and that hurts. You. Look at her. She's going for blood right now. Ah, put your claws away, you freak. Talk to them. Say your piece. Say it. Okay. Going for the eyes, not a great start. Here, why don't you... I'm gonna throw something. Go get it. Yeah, go play with... did that fucking hurt? Jesus Christ. She's crazy, man. I just played with her for a full hour, jumping up and down on the couch and shit. Like, she was going wild. And she's still got all this energy right now. It hurts. It hurts. It does. But this is why half my audience is, like, not from America, because I stream at weird times. And it's good times for, like, people on the other side of the globe, because it's nighttime for them. It's a winding down time. For me right now, it's like I could still be waking up on a slow day. Is my lighting weird? We'll do that for now, I guess. She's adorable. She is. You know, in the mornings, she's very calm, and she'll come and she'll lay on your chest when you're sleeping, or, you know, she'll cuddle up in between your legs and just lay there for a bit. As the day goes on, though, she gets progressively more aggressive. I'd say she's, like, at a 10 from, like, 10:30 a.m. to, like, 8:30 p.m. It's constant energy. We can't even eat dinner anymore. She'll jump in front of our TV stand and block the TV. Apparently cats do that for like attention. They want you to look at them. So she'll like spread out and jump on top of the TV and she'll block the entire screen. It's so annoying. It's a lot. But we have a couple of challenges to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We have one repentance challenge unlocked. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, YouTube emotes are a little bit strange. If you are a member, though, you have access to exclusive BD1P emotes. Shameless plug right there. What's the easiest one? Computer savvy is extremely easy. We have to remember though that we can't get achievements inside these runs, so this is going to be like one achievement per challenge right here. But they have to get done anyways, and I figure it's about time we get started on doing the 45 challenges in the game. Hit the record button as well. Probably it's a fun challenge. I agree. Don't crash on me, stream. Thank you. Is the game too quiet, too loud? What's the vert? I'm gonna put it up a little bit. We'll go to like right there. Maybe yeah, we'll leave it there and we'll see what you guys think. But if every language was abolished, what would be the one language you would want everyone to speak? I'll say this. I think that English is a bad language when it comes to learning it. C doesn't matter. We're playing on a challenge run. English is not a good one to learn. If you take any other language class in high school, college, middle school, what you're going to learn is that English it's easy to learn because it's unspecific. Like other languages have articles that have like, they're either gendered articles or they're referential articles with like, in America, you could say they, and it could refer to one person, it could refer to a group of people, whereas other languages have the specifications, which makes English easy to learn, but difficult to understand or to, like, figure out sometimes. As a native English speaker myself, and with a little bit of German under my belt, I will say that I've never been confused hearing a basic German sentence, but I have been extremely confused hearing English sentences constantly. It's really, really hard sometimes. Like, there are times where a friend will use the article they or the title they, and I don't know if when they're talking to me, they're referring to like a person, a singular person, or a group of people, and it changes the entire context of the story. So it can get pretty frustrating there. I won't lie. And although I think English is funny in that regard, you can make some pretty clever word plays, and there's some good jokes off of that too. Primarily, it only makes casual conversation a lot harder. I took only like 3 years of German in high school, and 2 in middle school, so I have like 5 years of German. It's been a long time though, but I could probably understand most German sentences that are, not like super complex or wordy or, like books or whatever, but just the classic, like, everyday conversation. I could probably get by just hearing those and not be confused. Whereas I feel like, and anyone in chat who's not English speaking can vouch for this if you want to, is hearing English and trying to understand English confusing. Because I know a lot of other countries, they do multilingual requirement courses. Like, you have to learn how to speak English or another language as well. Like, from, kindergarten up to whatever grade. I know a lot of countries, they have a focus on speaking languages from a young age. So that makes it difficult too, because in America, at least where I'm from, you don't start learning languages in school up until 7th grade. And even then, you only learn it for 6 weeks out of a year. And then once you're in high school, it's like 2/3 of the year are spent in that language course. So you're not really learning a lot. You had to do a little Indonesian at the start of high school. That's an interesting one, I would say. Not a native English speaker, but is fluent and has learned German, French, and Russian. English is the most beginner speaker friendly. Okay, I guess that makes sense. There's less to memorize, I think, with English, because there's none of those ooh, that's huge. None of those like titled or gendered articles. It's just one. And I think that makes it a lot easier to get a handle on, I would say. But then again, I only have my own native English speaking perspective on that, like from my own mind, so I really can't say. But I don't mind English. I would say if you were gonna learn any language, isn't Chinese the most popular in the world still? Because there's just a large population of Chinese people. Because I think if you had to go by one language only, you would have to choose the most popular to make it easier for the rest of the world to, like, what would the phrase be? Get indoctrinated into that language. Because, like, a lot of language is also based off of culture. Like, there might be, for example, there's certain, like, dishes, whether it's, like, any kind of Middle Eastern dish or a German dish that may not have like a proper English translation, and it only has like a Middle Eastern word or a German word for it, which I think would kind of clash. Like, there may not be a word for what we eat. Like, let's say, for example, we'll take a classic American / German dish, the freaking hamburger, baby. What if there was no, like, a Chinese word for hamburger, and we all gotta start speaking Chinese one day? How the hell would you make up a whole new word for hamburger? I don't know, man. I couldn't do that. Hamburger is the perfect word for what it is. No other word can fit. It's got, well, I guess there's no ham in a hamburger. Why are they called hamburgers? Like, burger refers to the shape. Is ham like a German thing? Like, what? How do you say, like, ground beef in German? How the fuck? Where does the word hamburger? There's no ham in the burger. Unless there is ham in ground beef and I'm just stupid, but I highly doubt that. Spanish is not that bad to learn. I mean, so I grew up, and L-Dog from the 4-player file can vouch for this. Like, for a long time, there was like maybe 2 white boys in our friend group, and I was one of them. So I picked up on a little bit of Spanish in middle school, but it was mostly just like curse words and vulgar language. Thank you for the member, by the way, Sam. I appreciate that. You gotta send me your nerfed challenge, by the way. Quirked up white boy with little. I got a lot of bit of swag. No, not in middle school. I didn't. I had the Anthony Padilla emo cut, bowl cut thing going on in middle school. I would say I lacked. I had negative swag in my education. I'm comfortable saying that at the very least. Magic Mush? Couldn't happen. It wasn't in the cards for us right there. But Spanish is not that bad to learn. I think Spanish is one where it's easy to learn, but it can be hard to understand just based off of like how fast the language gets spoken. That's fair to say, I think, because like I used to work in a kitchen, and all the dishwashers and most of the chefs there were primary Spanish speakers. And I could learn like certain words and phrases like when I needed help, but sometimes I just spoke too fast for my feeble brain to understand. Yo, huge item for us right here. They just spoke too quickly for me. And my friends, when I used to live like near my hometown with L-Dog and TG and all them, I would go to L-Dog's house like a lot. We would hang out there quite a bit. And his parents pretty much were primary Spanish speakers, but everybody in my hometown who was like because we had a lot of Hispanic families there, they would always try to like speak English constantly, and a lot of the time it didn't go over too well because I don't know. Like, what I would describe my hometown as is like it's the south of the north. My hometown was very interesting. This is actually, because there's a tears up as well in this update, sure. Like, it was very interesting. We had probably, like, we were a majority white town, but we probably also had, like, I would say 40% Hispanic population there. And despite that, we didn't start learning Spanish until 7th grade. And in high school, you could only choose between taking German or taking Spanish. It wasn't, okay, my town was very racist. I'm proud to say I'm not racist. I'm proud to say that, but my town was very racist. I don't want to, like, I mean, I guess I've said my name in my town on the stream before, but we were on the national news, I think it was national news twice. Once for racism, and once for, like a bunch of dress code violations my school had, and it made national news. So I'm gonna tell you guys a tale. I'll do the dress code thing first, and then next episode for the YouTube VOD viewers we can go into how extremely racist my hometown was. But in our middle school, there was a pretty strict dress code. Like, no shoulders showing, no midriff. Oh, thanks to $10, Sam. I really do appreciate that as well. It means a lot. But there was no midriff showing, no shoulders could show. You couldn't be distracting was how our teachers would put it, right? Pretty fucked up way to put it when you're talking about, like, you know, 11 to 13-year-olds. But there was one day where I forget the specifications of this, but I think it was like, I wish Alex was here, he could tell me about this again. I think it was like 15 kids were sent down to the main office for dress code violations. And all of them, because they were all there together, they refused to change. They said, fuck this, like, all we're doing is showing shoulders. We're not going to change, which is fair. I mean, if you're getting aroused by shoulders, I think you got bigger issues than, you know, dress code violations, right? They refused to change, and all their parents came to pick them up, and all the parents were rightfully pissed. None of the clothing was, like, inherently inappropriate. Like, none of the clothing was like, oh, you know, I guess the word would be distracting is what they use in our school's little handbook, right? So the teachers decided to call, I think it might have just been state news for this. Yeah, they are weird for that, I agree. It was just like the state news for this. And all the girls refused to change. I think they got suspended as well for refusal to change. And they made it onto the news with that story about the dress code thing. And from that point on, I think they changed our school's dress code because people were rightfully pissed about that whole situation. So at least some kind of positive change came out of that, right? But yeah, my hometown was weird. We were just small enough where we weren't like a big city, but we weren't big enough to like have anything major going on. And being right between, well, just for shits, what's in here? Being right between that gap of like big and small, like a you know 12,000 person town, it led to some interesting circumstances, which for the VOD viewers you'll see in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Blank card, yo, that's really really good for our file. That's insanely good for our file, actually. What's the next easiest one? I think Waka Waka is pretty easy. Purist is the hardest one in the Rebirth pack, but it's also not that difficult. Speed can be tough. Let's do April's Fool, because this one's like pretty confusing. I think April's Fool took us like 4 different tries during the 4-player final based card. That's right. There's your seed if you're interested right there, even though it's a challenge run. Okay, what are you? It's Spider Baby, and you're gonna drop me not hearts. You're gonna give me a bomb, 2 bombs there. All right, cool. Watch the VODs. They get the same. Well, not like I'm talking like when I cut it up for the Streaks channel, not just the VOD, because the YouTube VOD quality is complete trash. But as I was saying last episode, probably The Fly is my favorite Breaking Bad episode, but my town was strange. If you missed the last story about how my town made national news with a dress code violation, it's an interesting one. But we made the news not once but twice. The second time making the news was it's pretty good too, because of a very racially charged incident, to put it lightly. And this is a pretty awful challenge sometimes. I'm gonna lay the groundwork for you. So, oh, I forgot that the bloat is here. This is the main pull of the challenge. That's right. Okay, save your bombs for the boss fights then. At least early game boss fights, that is. I'm gonna wait for you to jump, and I'm gonna bomb you. Although stage HP should make this guy not be that tanky for floor 1. This is like Fiend Folio boss level of health. So I can totally manage this. All right, thank you. Spider Baby, though, actually a little bit huge. As I was saying last episode, my town was like, I would say was full of half white families and like 40% Hispanic and like 10% other. Not super diverse. And the neighboring town to us was like that, but the 50% demographic was Hispanic families and like the 40% was like white. So just the inverse. And, you know, stereotypes aside, they were really good at soccer. That school's main pull was soccer. That school, I think they might be shutting down soon because they lost a lot of funding. But the one thing they had going for them in that town was their soccer. And our school also just so happened to be really damn good at soccer. We went to state a couple years. It was pretty crazy. We had a lot of good sports at our school. But there was one day where there was a soccer game going on between my town and the neighboring town. And we were losing pretty hard. We had done some kind of foul, and the opposing team, I think, got like a goal kick or some shit. I don't know soccer terms, so, you know, bear with me here. But the main thing was we had to build a defense up around our goal, like a pretty big defense. And this was 2016, height of like the Trump election and stuff. And the student section, I wasn't there, by the way. This is all secondhand information that I got from the news. The student section at my school decided to chant, "Build that wall," as their defensive chant. There's a couple issues with that. There's quite a few issues with that. That was in 2016, yeah. So if you're not American or you didn't follow American politics back then, Donald Trump wanted to build a wall around America to stop Mexican immigrants from coming into the country because he's a weird fucking dude. And for our predominantly white school to shout to a predominantly Hispanic school, "Build that wall," it ruffled some feathers. It ruffled some feathers, I'll say that much. And it got so bad that a couple of the parents decided to call into the news and make a complaint and get my school on the news. I wish it was actually the mind there. Mom's razor. It's not super good. Yeah, I guess it was a free kick. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Thank you. Yeah, so my school's defense, or the kids who were doing the chant who got caught on video doing it, their defense was that they were only referring to making a defensive wall, and they weren't referring to at all the Donald Trump thing, which is obviously bogus. I know the kids who did it, and they were like grade A racist assholes. But I don't think anything happened to these kids. I really hope that Alex joins stream sometime so he can enlighten me on this. I don't think the kids got in trouble. They totally should have. But I think because of the way the politics in my town worked, a lot of the kids were... What is this, a vanilla room? It's a lot of spiders in here, I feel like. The kids who were doing it had families that were, you know, coaches or teachers or whatever, so they had some ties that would pretty much mean they weren't going to get in trouble, or they never could get in trouble. I mean, one of these kids was selling weed in, like, 7th grade, and the punishment he got for getting caught was just, like, don't do it again. So, you know, this was a town rife with small inner-worked politics and a lot of, what would the phrase be? A lot of quid pro quo going on. You scratch my back, I'll scratch your back kind of deal. But yeah, like TLDR, it was fucked up, man. Like, I am really glad that I'm out of that town, because holy shit. I mean, it's high school sports. They get excited over everything. Let's go fight the blow. I should have saved the bomb for the blow, but I think we'll be fine. It's gonna be a long fight. Okay, look at that creep spawn. He was ready for me. He was so ready for me. Dude, I'm glad I wasn't in school when that, like, happened. I think I just, like, graduated, or, you know, COVID was happening, because I cannot imagine the amount of shit that was happening in my school around the time of the BLM protest. I organized a BLM protest in my hometown, and just the people who wanted to be there. Like, you don't go to a protest if you don't want to protest what they're protesting, right? So just with the crowd that was at the protest that I put together, there was still, like, a bunch of stupid shit happening. So I'm really glad I wasn't in high school when, you know, full of just a bunch of random kids when that was all going down. Because, oh my god. Like, knowing the people that I had in my homeroom classes, my regular classes, like, every class would have turned into, like, a fucking debate thing. And it would have just drove me insane. Because, like, part of my opinion on politics is that, like, if you're, you know, still in high school, it's important to be proactive, but I promise you your opinions are going to change within 6 months of being graduated. Because, like, you may think when you're, you know, 17, 18, like, that you have an understanding of how the world works and you know, things like that, and freedom and all that, it's nothing. Even first semester of college when I was still living at home, like, and I got a bit more of a taste of what the real world was like, I still had no idea what I was in for. So when it comes to like high schoolers talking about politics, it always is just annoying to me, because like, you have no idea the stuff you're saying or what it applies to. I'm glad you're, you know, on whatever side of the spectrum you fall in terms of politics. I'm glad you're being proactive and you have an interest in it, but you know, there's a definite line to be drawn, I think, in terms of how hard you go in that kind of stuff. Yeah, that shit's extremely messed up. And I'm sure my hometown is just about the same as it used to be, because, well, you know, just knowing how it was there, I really don't see a lot of change happening there. Now, I will say this, my school was a very good educational program, and the kids that were, you know, like, decent people, they were great people, and I still talk to quite a lot of them. But when it comes to, like, a town that I was in, it takes a lot more than time to change how things work there. It's like a systemic issue. Like, you know, with the people that are coaches and teachers and you know, officials and policemen and all that kind of stuff, it's going to take a lot more than time to change how the town feels about things. And I will say it's gotten a bit more progressive. You know, like when I graduated high school, I would still frequently go into like the town square with a couple of friends and go, you know, walk around or get ice cream or whatever, and they, you know, it got a lot better. But no, when I was going, around 2016 especially, like, it was a hellscape, man. You could not really fathom just how crazy things would get there. And I'm sure that if someone from high school stops by stream today, they can think of a couple more stories that I may not know about that happened, because it was a lot. I mean, I think I had a relatively tame high school experience compared to what like big cities and stuff go through. But this being sane, like what I experienced being sane, it makes me scared for what actual people go through. What do you think of people that do not want to be involved with politics? I think, you know, it's fine. I guess it's okay. Active item, pop me spin down dice there. No, I know what you mean. The people who are apolitical and don't want to be involved with it and don't really care for it. It's a personal thing for everybody. You know, like, you're not forced to be involved. You're not forced to go vote or whatever you do. It comes down to your personal thoughts on if your vote even matters half the time, if, I guess, I don't know how you would phrase it, but like, if the candidates presented or the policies presented really affect you at all. Oh my god. Thank you. Minecrafter. Okay. You know, there's a lot to it. I am someone who, I voted in the presidential election, but I did not vote in the recent one. I'm not a big fan of voting. I think that until the Electoral College is disbanded, it's very unlikely that your vote's gonna make a huge difference. Now it can, and I think if those things are important to you, that you know, you're welcome to go vote and it's good. But for someone like me who, I wouldn't say I'm definitely not, oh, Satanic Bible, let's go. I'm not like a, what's the word for the people who, it's the opposite of pessimistic. I'm not pessimistic. I think that a lot of the times you can find good in most situations, but with politics, I think it's just difficult in a lot of circumstances. I'm trying to like dance around it here because I don't know how to exactly phrase my thoughts on it. Oh, that's neat. Oh, okay. Dude, Sharp Straw's one of the best items we could have gotten here just for like a bunch of random ass active pops. I think it's important to be politically aware. I don't think you have to engage in the politics though. I guess that's my thought process. I don't think that voting is going to be the way that things change, especially in America. I don't think voting's going to change shit. I think there needs to be more happening, you know, protests, rallies, like, to make actual change. That's the downside, actually, of all this stuff happening. But I got a golden heart from that, and I can maybe... That's the High Priestess card spawns that. But that's, I guess, that's my thought process. I think it's important to be politically aware of what's going on, but you're not required to participate in those politics unless, like, you feel extremely strongly about them. Now, like, the reason I didn't vote this election, you know, for governors, whatever it may have been, is because, number one, I'm not registered to vote in my state. It's a whole I was too lazy to get that process done, but also, I don't plan to be in this state for a long time, and those policies aren't going to directly, I guess, it sounds bad, but they're not going to directly affect me, so I really don't have a preference which way it swings. Also, like, again, I don't think my vote necessarily matters. If we can get sack altar, yeah, that would be quite nice. We're going to stop popping it now because we're halfway through the fight, and I don't want to get teleported out again. But I think people who shy away from politics because it's a controversial topic, I think that's kind of a weird thing to do, because whether you want to admit it or not, literally everything is political today. Every stance you take has to have some kind of, you know, agenda tied to it, and that sucks, but it's just the way it is. I mean, people who refuse to engage with the fact that, you know, marginalized communities are getting harmed more and more every day, and minority groups are being targeted more and more every day, I think that's cop-out, because that's not inherently political, it's just politicized. Like, those people are... Okay, well, at least you're dead. People are being hurt in that regard, and it's marketed as being a political issue, you know, left versus right, whatever it may be. But it's not political. It's a person issue. It's not a politics thing. Can I get an HP upgrade here? It's a battery? Did not count for HP. Batteries just count for batteries. Duly noted there. There was a pill in here? I guess not. Is there anything in my shop that's not greed? Thank you for not being greed. Actually gave me a bomb there? What? Looking for hearts, please. I could just spam Sharp Straw if I live through this experience here. Don't kill me. I don't want to die to a greed head. Okay. Oh, you guys, you silly jokers, you. I got HP. I think I'm fine now. Just don't lose the HP. But if we can get sack up, like you were saying, that would be quite good. Oh! Well, this changes things. Let's go real fast here. And go just maul through next floor. But again, I think if you... Like, when streamers are like, no politics in my stream, that's fine. You know, if you don't want to talk about, you know, political issues, that's perfectly fine. But it annoys me when somebody brings up, like, you know... the issue with, like, trans people being targeted by the media, or, you know, someone brings up, like, an example of, well, I don't know what an example would be. I guess I just shouldn't really talk about extraneous circumstances, but when you shy away from that as political, you're intentionally, like, I think you are part of the reason harm is still being done because you won't acknowledge it. So that much is when it gets me, but if it's just like, who are you voting for? No one needs to know that kind of shit, right? It's not required to know. But yeah. I'm trying to stream more. I'm trying to get more into streaming. And this is good for getting videos turned out too for vacation soon, which I gotta still prep for, but I'm enjoying the more frequent streams as well. I'm having a good time with it. Don't hit me, thank you. I'm trying to think how I want to do videos for the main channel. I'm not going to have anything coming out. We have a new video on the 9th, so this Friday, on the main channel. But I'm not going to have anything coming out until January 13th. So it's going to be like over a month break. I want to get a small video out in that time, but I don't know if I'll have the time or the resources to do that. Yeah, we're going to Chicago for Christmas and our anniversary. I don't want to get hit. There we go. I will get Peeper's Eye. Okay. We're going for our anniversary, which is literally just one day after Christmas, and we're going to spend Christmas and New Year's in Chicago with some friends. which will be fun. Oy, hey, dude. Why are you always a champion now? Why are you always a champion? Thank God he's dead. Athame gives us Magic 8 Ball, which gives us an Empress card, which is just fine. I will take a little Brimstone, and I'll even take this for a little bit more damage. Conjoined is wonderful to see, and I think we can honestly, we'll grab some of these keys. I'll go into the shop and I'll buy another Soul Heart or a Golden Heart there, I guess, and we can just move on down. Yeah, like people tend to turn anything different than the heteronormative cis norm into a political thing when it's like, I don't know, it just seems kind of fucking weird to me. But I guess that's the environment we live in. So I don't think 130K Binding of Isaac Lego channel is gonna necessarily change that, but we can always try our best, I guess, to help in any way possible. Chicago's nice, you know. Like I've been there I think 3 times on, well, twice on vacation, and once when I was living with my friends my freshman year of college. We went there for a day and walked around. It was during like the end of COVID, so nothing was open. We were just walking around the like Navy Pier area, but it was nice. It's a decent city. I think it's probably got the best food, maybe second to like New Orleans out of U.S. major cities. Yeah, I agree. We should make being heteronormative or cis political and everything else for the norm. So that's a good take, actually. But I like Chicago. They've got the best pizza cuisine. A deep dish is undisputably better than New York style. I like New York style, but you can't compete with the king, baby. Lou Malnati's, one of the best chain pizza restaurants. Big fan. Let's just go fight, dude. We're fine. Empress? Oh, holy card. And it immediately popped. It's a Tainted Lost joke right there, by the way. You're champion again. I don't know what's up with you today. You gotta calm down, Mr. Bloat. All right, we get D8. We lost tears. We gained a lot of damage, though. I think I'm okay with this roll. I think I'm actually super okay with this roll. Out. Okay, yeah, you do that thing. I forget what you do sometimes. I wish, dude. Tropicamicide. I had no idea the center of that item was, like, transparent until I saw the red behind it. I guess I'm normally used to it being blue because it's in the Angel Pool, Monsterance, but still. Interesting. Yeah, let's just move on down. We're cool. We don't gotta worry about a dang thing. Right on schedule, too. Thank you, Kamikaze. Our tier size is really bloated compared to our actual damage stat. Not my favorite. Oh my god, is that gonna pop every room? Holy shit. We are extremely lucky. This is gonna be one of the greatest depths floors of. We could literally do boss rush right now, dude. I'm not going to because we're playing on a challenge. We won't get any achievement for that, but still. This is really good. That is a huge W, man. That is ginormous. But yeah, I don't care if people want to stray away from politics. It's just when it's an issue you should be standing up for, you know, a social issue. I don't think you should avoid that. Wow, it's literally, wait, that's really good though? Question mark. Yep. Only me. Only me. That would only that would literally only happen to me.
Cracked key.
I could just spam it. What's spamming it gonna do for me? R-key me again? I don't want to die. Oh my god, dude. This is gonna be the most April Fool's run. That's so much better. I like this one better. I like it so much better. Let's just go fight the bosses, dude. Oh, it could be Plan C, couldn't it? Maybe we should spam pop this. We're gonna crush the bloat each floor though. That's That's a positive. The pinking shears, dude. Epic. Very epic. Again, like, dude, it's... It would be funny if it was Plan C. I'll give you that. But I think back to, like, early Repentance when all I ever wanted was an Archie, and we didn't see Archie for, like... What was it? Like 30 runs after, like, searching and grinding for it, didn't get a single Archie. Then we had a week where we got Archie, like, one day every day of the week, but then twice, like, a certain day. And now I don't get Archie ever. Because I don't like the item anymore. And of course, the first random pop I do on Kamikaze is going to be a freaking Archie. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, where I almost passed out. That was a good moment only because... Oh, I can't use bombs. Well, that sucks. That was a good moment only because that day I needed to get that video done so I think I was going on vacation around that time as well. Oh, get out of here, Bluppy. I needed to get that video done ASAP, and I have almost a fucking seizure from Wavy Cap. There should be a warning on that item, man. There was the Infinite Archie run we had a long time ago where I got Archie, double active card, Diplopia, I think, or some shit like that. And it was like just infinite, oh, fuck off. I hate this dude, man. Where did I get you from? I hate that you're here forever now. We had the Infinite Archie setup. And, of course, there was the 30-character run. Oh, Bluppy is just here forever, huh? And we have D100. Our whole run, Bluppy is gone, everybody. Praise the Lord. My nose is very itchy, I'm sorry. Bluppy's gone. I Diplopia that Wavy Cap there. Look at the dead. I mean, what could we get that could make this run faster? Because we can't get passive items from it. I was thinking we could try to get, like, tarot reading. But it doesn't give us... Oh, well, that's not going to be what I think it is, but still. It doesn't give us any, like, boss teleportation. I have not played Slicer Dice. I actually don't know what that is. My next series I want to start on the Let's Play channel is... What's that game that Alexa was playing? Shogun Shotgun? Is that what it's called? Shotgun Shogun? Where, like, it's like a turn-based weapon storage little roguelike thing. I don't know if it's a roguelike or not. I think it's a roguelike. But that game looked very sick. Shogun Showdown. Yeah. It reminds me a bit of, like, Inscription's metagame, where it's like you're planning your turns in a row. And, you know, trying not to die. It's just a turn-based game, I guess how you describe it there. Oh, 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 oh. That was not the card I thought it would be. I can't use bombs. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my god, you gotta be joking. It's not Archie, obviously, but still. Answers. That's hilarious. I'll take it. Hazel's Rage, great. Yeah, this has been one clusterfuck of a run so far, hasn't it? This has not been... Oh, Emperor? Dude, I'm so lucky. This has not been what I wanted it to be when I envisioned a run like this. Oh my, out of my way, please. We have Curse of the Tower, but the bombs won't explode. Dude, what is going on right now? I can fly. That's what I needed to have happen. Get fricked? I don't know why our tears make that sound effect, too. That card was Anybody else not seeing a trap door right now? Where are we? What is happening? That was reverse Emperor. You guys are a lot... I hate this. You guys are a lot smarter than I am. You guys are a lot smarter than I am. I thought we just soft-locked ourselves there. Alright. You are a glitched boss. That is just... This is a little bit, might be... I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm sick, and I'm never using this item ever again. I'm never using this item ever again. I'll do it one more time. There we go. I just... What did I think was going to happen? What did I envision anything different taking place there? Was it like... Okay, we'll use Monster Manual. Did I envision that we were going to have like a good time? Like never going to R-key again? Or was it a damage up pill? Oh, we have bad PH, that's right. What did I think was going to happen there? In my brain was just was it malfunctioning? We're going to Mom's heart. I thought it was just Mom. We may be here for a while, but that's the April Fool's way. Honestly, what better way to end off a disaster of a challenge than with a disaster of a run, right? I'll just take every item that I see. I have no qualms about that. Oh, bomb's working. We already have like 15 damage, so bomb's working is not really very interesting to me. Hey, we got 0.6 speed. Don't knock it. Didn't the turtle win that one race with the rabbit that one time? Slow and steady, baby. That's how you win these runs. But I had 0.1 speed before on the binge eater run I had a long time ago, where I got when they nerfed, because wasn't binge eater just stats up and there was no speed down at first, or was that changed? Or was it always like that, I should say? I think it used to be just a positive thing. But either way, I had 0.1 speed on that run. I hit a jetpack? No, that's not regulation. That's cheating. They would have known. They would have known. You couldn't fit a jetpack under there. That's like a tiny turtle. Yeah, it was a nerf. That's what I thought. I think I didn't know about that nerf. Hello, cricket. I didn't know about that nerf, and that just took the item for fun, and then I realized, oh god, what have I done? I was thinking back, because I'm planning, I guess, a little bit of a spoiler here. But I'm planning a Binding of Isaac game show right now, and I was making up trivia questions for it today. And I was doing a segment where, like, you know, what update had this item inside of it. And I'm gonna quiz you guys right now. I want you guys to answer me this. What update? We'll do just a couple of random ones. What update added eye drops? The item eye drops. I want to get chat. Put your answers in. No cheating. No cheating. I don't like cheaters. What update added the eye drops boss item? It's a decently easy one. Not too difficult. I'll wait for like 2 or 3 answers, then I'll reveal it. Huh, revelations, look at that. Axolotl is correct. It was Repentance. Now, which update added Key Bum? We'll do another easy one. Which update added Key Bum? This one shouldn't be too hard either. Thank you. Green Puff, you're not wrong. Did you guys know that it is Afterbirth? I thought it was Rebirth. When I was making the questions, my brain was like, that's a Rebirth item. Because it feels like I've always hated Key Bum for, yeah, normal Afterbirth. For like all of eternity. So that's an Afterbirth item. Isn't that crazy? That just blows my mind. You go to the Platinum God webpage right now and you look at like how many items were added in Afterbirth. You're going to be surprised at how many of those weren't in the base game. Just because they were like... They just feel intrinsic. World's longest worm found in Australia? No way. No way. You're joking. How long was... Like, I don't know how long the worm was. You can't leave me hanging like that. How long was the goddamn worm? At least 2 were added, that's for sure. At least 2. Can't argue with that one. But it's crazy. I've been playing Isaac for, what, 3,000 hours now since like 2012, and I still couldn't tell you when half the items in the game were introduced. Oh, you're moving. I'm glad your leaf stuff panned out. This is April Fool's. This is the April Fool's challenge. I'm never using an active item ever again because I got Arcade twice already. Crying baby. Maybe 3? Before you go though, Worms, how long was the worm? I'm dying to know, man. You can't just say they found the world's largest worm and then not give me the length. Pop an active right now. I hate you. I hate you so much. You have no idea how much I despise everything you... Hey, look away for a minute, guys. Oh, geez, my game just crashed. Welcome back, everybody, to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus episode. Shoot, dude, that was weird. My game just crashed. Oh, dude, what a weird respawn point. Must be a wrong warp. Someone should look into that. That's crazy, dude. That's insane. My executable just actually crashed there. You know, that was just, wow. Yeah, so what happened with my executable, it just crashed.
Speed down.
Yeah, someone should really, thank you, Carmen. Hoping somebody would get the reference. Someone should look into that. That's very strange. Yeah, there's god-awful stats here. Just, like, the worst stats. No, don't slow me down anymore. I'll make you a deal. I'll pop the active item at every chance I get on this floor. If I can move again ever. There we go. There we go. That actually makes me so mad. The one time I trust Green Puff pans out that he was working with Edmund this whole time. What an odd occurrence, isn't it, dude? What a strange thing to have happen here. I just, you know, I'm guessing what happened is, you know, Womb is as far as I know, I think Womb is like it's stage 8, and Basement is stage 1. That's like a 7-floor difference, and 7, as we all know, has 5 letters inside of it. 7 plus 5 is 13. And as we all know, 13 and 8, they're best friends. So I'm guessing what happened there is just a little bit of math got lost in the 32-bit integer files the game has. Anyways, we beat the challenge. Thanks for the subscription, Balters. Maggie, now we got a full health pool on a character we don't even have unlocked yet. That is crazy. Well, if you're watching on the YouTube VOD, thanks for watching. Yeah, the quantum ray, the silicone particle from space hit my console at just the right moment, and, you know, things happen, man. Let's do Highbrow next. Was that the actual unlock for the challenge? What did we get for Computer Savvy? Anyone remember? We unlocked, blank card. Wait, are these unlocks not randomized? Isn't blank card what you normally get? We got based card. Little B base god. Is that the normal unlock for Computer Savvy? Why do I feel like it is? No, you're right. It's okay. Yeah, blank card is in vanilla games. We can get that in 30 character. Never mind. You're right. I don't know why I got like a weird flashback there. But was the April's Fool, is that the actual unlock right there? If the unlock affects a character, it isn't randomized. Oh, that's interesting. I guess that makes sense. So, like, for Isaac holding the D6, that would still just be Blue Baby to Isaac, or whatever that unlock is. Oh, April's Fool unlocks Dead God. You're so right. Let's do let's do the Highbrow next, dude. Why not? Let's do Highbrow. Sure, we'll jump into it. Oh wow, what a great transformation here. Here's your seed if you care at all. This one and Oh Crap are just the same challenge to me. Okay. We're fine. I got good spacing in the Binding of Isaac. highbrow Star Wars reference. Speaking of Star Wars, I'm not going to give any big spoilers here, but I did finish Andor a couple nights ago, and the show pisses me off. Not because it's bad, because the show is so good, it makes every other Star Wars project look so bad by comparison. I finished Andor, and I tried to go back and watch Mando for Mando Season 3 coming out soon. I couldn't get through it. Like, genuinely, Andor is just so well made that it makes everything else look that bad by comparison. I have never been emotionally moved by a Star Wars show. The ending of Andor, some of the lines the characters say, I had to, like, pause and be like, this came from a Star Wars show. No spoilers, but there's a line in the show. 2 lines that really got me. One of the lines was, a character says to another, I love you more than anything you could ever do wrong. And I was like, Jesus Christ, that is such like a hard-hitting line for a franchise that originated with like a space opera. It was crazy. The other one is another character says, I've made my mind a sunken place. Or a sunless place, sorry. It's just like the imagery in the show and the writing is top-notch. It is 100% the best Star Wars has ever been. I think if you don't like Andor, you're a cop. Like, you cannot look at Andor and be like, this show is not good. It's genuinely, like, it blew me away. It started off a bit slow, but it definitely wasn't bad by any means. I liked the start of it, but it's very rare that you watch a Star Wars product and a character goes through a proper story arc that makes sense for them, but also isn't like in your face. Like, everybody knows Anakin's gonna become Darth Vader. We're all watching it happen. Luke Skywalker went through like literally 0 character arc. Rey went through literally 0 per character arc. Like, Kylo went through an arc, but it was so easily telegraphed. Andor's was so subtle. By the end of the show, you're like, wow, he really changed. He really changed. Oh, it's called Ador. Sorry, my bad. An is for vowel starting words. Yeah, spoiler alert. Anakin actually becomes Emperor Palpatine, and then gives birth to Jar Jar Binks, who's gets married to C-3PO. It's a whole family lineage there, but still. Either way, like, I was genuinely blown away by the quality of Andor, and I don't think I'm ever going to be able to watch another Star Wars project ever again if it doesn't have the same care as Andor does. Like, I know Acolyte's coming out next year, and Acolyte looks pretty interesting. It's an Old Republic tale about the Sith infiltrating the Jedi, but I'd rather have Star Wars just be about laser guns and that's it. And then he somehow returns, believe it or not, exactly. Yes. And yes. I should have probably given Hearts to you first, but I'm an idiot, and we're playing a challenge. It's not going to be that bad. Dude, Jar Jar Binks is such an interesting character. I think... Here's how I envision George Lucas, alright? He's a very smart director. He's very, very smart writer and creator. But he's only smart if he has somebody else in the same room as him telling him his ideas suck shit sometimes. You know what he wanted to name Starkiller in Force Unleashed, or whatever that game he was in? He wanted to name Starkiller Darth Icky or Darth Insanus. Those are 2 of the worst names I've ever heard for a Star Wars character. It's worse than Glupshido. Like, it's honestly worse than Glupshido. He wanted to name a character fucking Darth Icky. Oh, did my stream go down for a second there? I apologize. My internet's been being kind of funky recently. But Indiana Jones is good because it had Spielberg and Lucas working on it, or I guess it was just through LucasArts, but still. Spielberg was there, helping it. When the Darth is icky? I couldn't even read that sentence. My brain got scrambled there. I don't know. Just Lucas is... He's interesting. He's interesting. I will say that much. I gotta watch Spielberg's new movie, The Fabelmans. It's like a... It's about him, and I really want to see it. But my theater was not showing it because they only show Marvel movies here, so I couldn't go see Fabelmans in theaters. I got to get my tickets for Avatar 2, though. You bet your ass I'll be seated down, not moving, looking at all those beautiful Pandora fish. Oh, I'm so excited to go see Avatar 2. The critic reviews have been insanely positive. Never doubt James Cameron. My guy has returned. I am so pumped for Avatar 2. You could not. I would pay like triple the price of a ticket to go see it in theaters. I am genuinely so excited. Only because I know I'm not going to have as much fun watching it as home because it's a movie that generally lives off its visual prowess. But yeah, Darth Insanus and Attack of the Clown Posse. It's a strange way to have a guy who's that smart and has made some great media pull some shit like that, you know? There's 3 of you. Go good night. Oh my god, Athame, I love you so much. I don't get the hate for Avatar either. It's so good. I don't get it. People hate on it because they say, oh, it's just a retelling of this movie and this movie and this movie. And it's like, you know how many movies are retellings of other movies? Star Wars is just the hero's journey being applied to space. Like, if the movie, it's one of the highest grossing movies of all time, how can you say it's like it's unredeemable or it's a knockoff or whatever? You know, I guess so is like Endgame's one of the highest grossing, but like that took how many movies to build up to that? Iron Man 1, 2, 3, like 3 Captain America movies, like 3 Avengers movies, and that just to touch the toes of the Blue Men. Avatar made it up there in a single movie. I'm the same way, Yankee. I couldn't tell you a single character's name, but I loved the movie. I was like, this is one of the most, like, the coolest things. Just visually, like, you have a good time watching it. You know, it's just so good. Avatar hits different, exactly. He gave you a bootleg of Avatar? That sucks. At least you got to see it, though, right? Oh, curse the question mark? Botfly? Huge defense for our extremely low HP right now. Never doubt James Cameron, man. And we have a new Wes Anderson movie next year. A new Scorsese movie with DiCaprio, too. Return to my beautiful The Departed phase of my life where all I wanted to do was watch The Departed over and over again, which is definitely one of Scorsese's messiest, but also I think my favorite Scorsese movie. I'm gonna get canceled for that take. I genuinely love The Departed so much. DiCaprio is one of those actors who, like, I think he only really works well under specific circumstances, and one of those is a Scorsese directed movie. Let us do this. Okay, it worked on one of you. Good to know, for the future at least. But new Wes Anderson. It's got a pretty stacked cast as well. Oppenheimer drops next year. The Christopher Nolan Oppenheimer biopic comes out. I'm stoked, man. I'm stoked. There was Russian translations for the Na'vi. That's rough. I don't know how you can watch that movie without understanding what they're saying half the time, but hey, it's more about the visuals there, right, than anything else. It's more about, even the trailer for the Avatar 2 in theaters, like, looked better than most of the movies I was seeing. The trailer, I think the first time I saw it was in front of Black Adam of all things, which was not the greatest movie of all time. So I was even more stoked when I saw the trailer there. What is this? I think I'm fine. We have 2 more floors. I think we'll be okay. Oh, it's got that Hollywood Mexico tint, huh? It's got the yellow all over it. You know what? As long as you saw the real version eventually, I think you're all right. I think you're fine. I didn't watch it until like 2 years ago. So, well, 3 or well, maybe about 4 actually. What's 2020? Yeah, 4 years ago actually. My bad. And that was before I was like actually into watching movies, and I would just, you know, throw on whatever I saw gaining traction on Twitter. You know, Marvel or Christian Bale's Batman. I hadn't even seen Maguire's Spider-Man movies until last year, so I was behind the trend. That being said, I'm not a big huge fan of superhero movies that much anymore, so I guess that would kind of make sense, but still. I'm glad I saw them, though. They're pretty good. Some of them. I didn't like 3 that much. And, you know, part of me, and I said it, I've gone on record saying it before, part of me enjoys Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man more because I like Andrew Garfield a lot, and I think the visuals in that movie are really cool. His web swinging and all of that was just... Oh, I'm popping strength here. You know what, dude? I don't want to deal with a red Krampus right now. I don't even know what you do for an attack. Goodbye. Garfield, the lasagna cat, is also pretty good. Okay, I'll put cold. Good item. I would have taken Krampus's head there as well, I think. I follow an account on Twitter that posts one Garfield comic strip a day. I used to have the regular, like, the Garfield comic collection books when I was a kid. I think my dad had those, and then he had, who's the guy that did, someone Google this for me if you can. Nightmare of the, fuck, what was it called? Nightmare of the Test Drive Dummies, maybe? What's that author's name? He does some really funny, like, newspaper type comics, and I had one of his books, and I had 4 different Garfield comic collections, and I read those like several times over. But that got me into comics at a very young age, I would say, or at least like enjoying them, because weirdly enough, those Garfield and those Test Drive books got me into manga, of all things, which got me into Full Metal Alchemist, which is one of my favorite shows still, out of just pretty much pure nostalgia, and also it's a good story, which got me into actual comic books, like, you know, DC and Marvel stuff, and here I am today. Maybe Garfield's the only reason that I'm where I am right now. It also, I hate to say it, but Night of the Test Drive Dummies probably shaped my humor more than anything else I've ever seen. We don't need this. We're, like, pretty much done with the run on a single floor. Yeah, so we don't need to worry about getting trinkets right now. I think we'll be okay. HP is looking a lot better than it was 2 floors ago. DPS is still fine. Active item is manageable. I think we'll be okay. Oh! Like, I'll still go see Marvel movies in theaters, and I'll see every DC movie in theaters, but I'm not happy about it. No, I wouldn't go to see a movie that I don't think I'll enjoy. So I go to watch them. Oh, you again, asshole. It's the same fucking champion, too. Why are you always here? Rent-free, man. I always go into the theater expecting to enjoy movies like that, and then I leave the theater not enjoying them, and it puts a sour taste in my mouth. That's why I'm over comic book movies. Dude, yeah, I actually had a DC Universe subscription. Well, my friend did, and I was writing off his, and I would watch everything on there and read the comics on there. Then just one day it shut down. I couldn't get back into it. But I read a lot of Batman stuff on there. I couldn't tell you which issues, but I would sit there in school and read them constantly. There we go. Goodbye. I'll save, oh, anything cool? Hematemesis? Not really that cool, but that's fine. I don't know, my nose is so itchy. I'll have to get one of those YouTube, like, shaving sponsorships so I can get, like, a nose trimmer, a nose hair trimmer. That's my new strategy. Does Manscaped have nose hair trimmers inside of it? I'll get a Manscaped one, and then I'll just use it to trim my nose and never make the video for them. How's that sound? I would not do that, by the way. I would, if someone's paying me, I'll make a video. I'm almost done with my current lined up sponsorships already, actually, I think. I've got 2 more Brilliant videos, and then, I think I have 1 Southern New Hampshire University video, then I'm done. Just steal it? Oh, good idea. Now you're speaking my language. Sure, BOGO bombs, dude. The Manscaped Hedge Trimmer 5.2? I don't know anything about Manscaped. All I know is whenever someone does a sponsorship for them, all I can think of is that YouTubers like cleanly shaved balls. I've had them for a while. My first one was like 2 or 3 months ago, I think. Well, my first actual sponsor was an affiliate program with the now bankrupt artisan builds or artisan builds, and then they went bankrupt, so I didn't really have anything through them anymore. And that was like half a year ago. But you get that. I'm gonna use my poop thing on your enemies. Lovely. Can you spawn enemies on top of the poops now or no? You can. They aren't actual poops. Maybe some black heart bombing here. Do that. Come on. Just die. This run will be over as soon as we know. I'm not this is not an R key situation. Get that out of your head. There we go. What, just out of curiosity's sake again, gotta check it out. Okay, actually a pretty base boss rush, and we're done here. If you watched the YouTube VOD, thanks for watching. Worm friend! Ask me about worms. Your influence is so strong here. We got worm friend, boys. He's done it. That's crazy. How long is Worm Friend? About this long, probably. Bum, 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 bum. Well, I'm checking my comments right now. I apologize. Okay, we're cool. Gotta check up on the YouTube comments. It's decently long for a worm, that is. Okay, we got some more challenges here. Guardian's pretty. Well, let's do Guardian. I remember Guardian being pretty fun. It's you gotta like protect the scapegoat. Yeah, and you get a special little sword for it as well. And we're in repentance, so the Isaac's Heart's got a buff to it, which makes the challenge all the more manageable. Let's do this one. I like this one. Oh, that's pretty huge too. Bertrand's neck is shorter than Wormfriend. He's got a long neck. Bertrand's neck game is kind of crazy. Back it up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Of course we find Envy in room 1. That's a good card to have, though. We can go to our cursed room now for free. Oh, we can actually go for free no matter what because we have Isaac's Heart, right? And that's also quite good. We are balling on this Guardian run. This is one of those challenges I kind of forget is in the game because it's really unique, but the rest of the game is bloated with so much just like, here's 3 items and no item rooms, go wild, that I kind of forget there's actual unique stuff in the game. Red Redemption, my beloved, my favorite challenge in all of the Binding of Isaac. I think second would have to go to Delete This is pretty fun. Whether you like it or not, I think it's a pretty fun challenge. To play at least once or twice. I like Cantrip, it's definitely a top 3. But this one's not bad either. This was one of the best bosses we could have gotten. He dies in like 2 seconds, and we get a speed upgrade. It's all going swimmingly right now. Pika Run's pretty goofy. I don't like that one that much. I have a grudge with that one. Mainly because I was going to speedrun that for a video, and the meta for doing so is ridiculously awful. You have to get like, you have to use the M trinket to roll into Guppy's Paw or a single-use active, then pick up Doctor's Remote, or the Broken Remote, sorry. And that's the meta for running that challenge. So, I reset for, that's huge. Is that even, I think that works. The meta for resetting for that one is awful. You're thinking of Red Dead Redemption. Red Redemption is the Isaac challenge, my friend. It's a hashtag reference to it, though. You're probably just being facetious, but yeah, it's a hashtag reference to it. We are getting a lot of HP. I mean, you can do it. Like, it's not like it's impossible, but the problem is trying to get even more, oh no. Even more damage to go all the way to Isaac and not lose time by being super underpowered the entire time. Small Rock? No. That's where a lot of the issue comes in. Why are we... This is one of the greatest couple of floors I've ever had, I think, in Isaac. So I think if I pop Book of Shadows, it will protect Isaac's heart. But I'm not going to need to do it here. Maybe I'll just will for the shits. Yeah, we're fine. Thank you. We are absolutely balling right now. I wish this still worked. If we would have gotten Blood Rights back in Rebirth, man, we would be invincible right now, but that's fine. Let's go to our shop because we have a golden key and a decent amount of cash money on us. School bag, we can go back and grab Anarchist Cookbook now, and then we can move on down. Lovely first couple of floors here. Never played Red Dead before, though. I've heard it's great. I miss out on a lot of AAA games. And whenever I get the interest in playing them, it's always been like so long from their release that I just don't really care to get invested, though. It's kind of a bad way of looking at things, though. I know I'm going to play on stream when Bot W2 Tears of the Kingdom comes out. I know I'm going to be playing that for sure. I'm a huge Bot W1 fan. Or I guess it's just called Bot W because we have a title of the second game. I'm a huge Breath of the Wild fan. And I am going to be ecstatic when the new game comes out. We may even do a replay of Breath of the Wild 1. Or just Breath of the Wild again. Before the game drops, because I'm excited for it. It's a really fun experience. Great, you know, movement, great enemies. Well, until you get late game and it just becomes like it's X enemy, but now it's gold and it's a little bit stronger. But it's a fun game. Breath of the Wild's probably the best Zelda game, even though my favorite is still Majora's Mask, which I'm thinking about getting a tattoo of Skull Kid from Majora's Mask. I'm thinking about it. I gotta call the tattoo shop today so I can get my appointment scheduled for when I'm in Chicago. So I want to get a couple. I'm not gonna spoil the surprise quite yet, but I want to get a couple of tattoos when I'm on vacation. And I'm hoping I can maybe get a Majora's Mask themed one somewhere on my arm. Woo! Barely popped that in time, and it does work. It blocked all the damage there. Oh, we got perfection. We are actually kind of crushing it right now. I'm not getting a Bertrand tattoo. I already got the cowboy hat for you guys. I can't really get it on screen, can I? I already got the cowboy hat for you guys for the charity stream reward. So there's your little cowboy hat. No more YouTube themed tattoos. Hoping to get 2, and then I want to get some shading done on the other ones. And I still owe that shop $20, so. I'm not a coward. Oh, rip. I'm not a coward. You want Bertrand in your body, man? Go ahead. I really don't. I really don't. I wouldn't even get an Isaac tattoo, I don't think. Maybe I would get like an R key. Maybe. But I don't know. Even that's like, I don't care enough anymore. If I'm not gonna get 1 million subs playing Isaac, so I would never get an Isaac themed tattoo for 1 million subs. I would get something for 1 million subs, you know, to represent the YouTube channel, but I would never get an Isaac themed one. It's kind of a great combo, by the way. Anarchist Cookbook plus the Book of Shadows. A little bit busted, actually. It's a faith-based tattoo, sure. Sure, for 1 trillion subs, I'll tattoo a dick and balls on my back. A large one, too. You can block lasers with your body? Crazy. I would need to get more people than are on planet Earth, right? For like, what, 7.9 billion residents of Earth? There would need to be multiple accounts for each person for me to hit 1 trillion. So I'm confident in saying it's not going to happen. No! I'll eat my words, though. If I even ever hit 1 million subs one day, that'll be a surprise. You gotta do YouTube for a long time to hit that number, I feel like. I don't know if I got that longevity in me. We'll see. We'll ride it out as long as we can. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna bomb this room. Yeah, for 5 trillion subs, I'll get damaged across my forehead. That... It's a good idea. The best Joker. How long would it take you to make 1 trillion YouTube accounts? If we say it takes you, like, let's say a minute and a half for every account, you'd have to make, well, 1.5 trillion minutes. How many hours is that? $1.5 trillion minutes. I don't care about any of this. Nope, block that shot. Get out of here, buddy. Because it isn't like 1 billion seconds is like 1 week or some shit, and then like 1 trillion is like 5 million years. What's that one old Instagram post? I haven't seen that one in a long time, so I'm probably just spreading misinformation right now. But you know what I mean. Like the 1 billion and 1 trillion difference is huge. Oh, didn't we take an angel deal or a devil deal? I guess we didn't. Hey. We're crushing this. Yeah, 3 million years. So if you want to go start doing that, I mean, hey, man. If you got a bunch of people to make 1 trillion accounts, or like, you know, to split up the trillion between a bunch of people, you can make something work there. Yep, that's me. Mr. Misinformation, what they called me back in high school. Better watch out. 19,025.9 centuries. You can round that up to, you know, 26, I think. Maybe. You know, take a break to eat some lunch. And that's like non-stop account creation. That's like you're not taking a break to eat, sleep, shit, piss. You know, get married, have kids, get a rocking chair, settle down. You're just constant YouTube account creation. Watch this. Oh, look at that, dude. I'm rich. Okay, come here. Charge me up. Beautiful. All right. Got some good good beggar payouts. That time's manageable, you think so? 694 days. I'm not going to tell any one of you how to spend your time, but I would not recommend spending your entire life just making YouTube accounts. What's up, Carla? Yeah, I know that it's on a long sub timer today. I apologize. Hey, Monstro, my friend. My friend. Back it up a little bit. They'll do it on a rainy Wednesday. You could write a bot to do it. That's true. You probably die before the bot finishes, I would, you know, say. But again, I can't tell you how to spend your time. So, oh, this is gonna suck. Wait, no, it's not. It's actually so fun. Get bent. Oh, beautiful bombs. So you make 2 bots. Oh, half the time. Not a bad idea. Thinking with your brains today, aren't you? That is Bookworm, but now it just costs 3 soul hearts. So, you know, I think I'm okay. Just for shits, what's in the boss rush room? Chocolate milk, host hat, bumbo, and cursed item. So we leave. 100 bots. See, now you're talking. Copy the 1 bot's code 100 times. And you're good. That was expert room management right there, by the way. Big applause. And make a bot to make the bots. Oh, barely. Get a bot to make more bots, so it's exponential growth. And all of those bots can make even more bots for even more exponential growth. You know what? You guys may have a process working for you here. I'm not going to say one way or the other, but I think you guys have something. Another library. Wow. You may have struck gold to this idea right here. Really cave in new ground. Doesn't do anything for me. But there's our bookworm at least. You want this tattoo? You guys will do anything for Bertrand, huh? This is the wrong way, by the way, chat. Do anything for your Bertrand tattoo? I'm not gonna get it. I won't even make like a reasonable goal for that. Never in my life will I do that. Like there's some things I just, cause like tattoos they're permanent to your body, and joke tattoos are fine, but I want the joke to at least mean something. What the Bertrand joke means to me is just it reminds me of suffering. That's all it reminds me of. Oh, 1 tattoo for every subscriber. Now that I can think about. I have a total of 60k subs across my channels. I can manage to get 60,000 tattoos. As long as you guys are paying for them, right? I'll do it, sure. Gotta be small, though. I've only got so much skin to spare in this industry. You know what I mean? 60k cowboy hats. That's a decently sized tattoo, though. That would 60,000, unless you're like overlapping, that wouldn't fit. That wouldn't fit. What did it pay me? For a Bertrand tattoo, if you guys are covering the cost of the tattoo plus like $500, I'll do it, sure. Why not? That's like $600 total. Well, I'd probably like if it's a good ass Bertrand tattoo. Tattoo my hair? You're just making shit up. We beat the challenge, by the way. I know you guys cared. Oh, the razor. Okay. Got that for Eve, well, we don't have it on Eve yet, but don't even have her unlocked yet. Well, we got some more to do. If you're watching on the YouTube VOD, thanks for watching. Thank you. A packet of crisps? What, are you British? Are you British? I had to make myself, well, I always make myself dinner, but Desi's been sick for a long time. She had a pretty sore throat, so I had to make dinner like alone last night. And we didn't have any food, so I decided to make some like cheese bread, and it tastes good. Like I made it correctly, except for I fucked up one step and I didn't put the garlic sauce on the bread. I put the sauce on the cheese instead, but I think it still tasted fine. But that's Jesse was just texting me about it. Brought back memories of about 12 hours ago. Well, less than 12 hours ago. More than 12 hours ago. You make grilled cheese in a waffle maker. Congratulations. Get an air fryer. Make it easier that way. What should we do now, challenge-wise? I forget what a lot of these are. We could do speed, I think. We don't have any, like, dedicated hard challenges, I don't think. This one's like every door is a curse door, right? We can do cursed. They're called tighter chips. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, we could do cursed. I don't have an issue with that. Should get a ponytail so my hair is not in my face all stream. I gotta shave soon too. Oh, I'm so busy. Everything is so busy. I just call it chips. I don't eat potato chips. I eat mostly tortilla chips. Yeah, this is every door is a curse door. We have the pill on Maggie though already, which is pretty sick. Hey. Here's your solar system, private party. Got it right here. Oh, my range is, yeah, it's pretty high. Okay, well, we have full mapping. I don't know, I just couldn't give me the mind. They had to give me every individual item for that, but thanks, Binding of Isaac. This one should be fine. Remember to use your Yum Heart whenever you can because you don't want to waste any charges or whatever. And have fun, be safe, keep all arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times, and you'll be okay. I always buy the cheapest tortilla chips because they have more, and for some reason they taste better. Yeah, I don't think brand name is indicative of taste all the time. I think with certain brands it is, like, if you're going to eat Pop-Tarts, which are not necessarily a good tasting food, you might as well get regular Pop-Tarts because the knockoffs taste substantially different, right? But I don't think a lot of the time brand necessarily matters for taste. It just tastes different, not necessarily worse. They use cheaper ingredients as well, but you know. But I usually just get tortilla chips. I don't really care for potato. I mean, when I order like a Subway sandwich, I'll maybe get some Lay's with that, right? But I'm much more like a here's the best combination. You know what? Here's the best combination. All right, see ya, Squeak. Yeah, as long as we got someone who's able to ping mobs, we'll be okay. I'm gonna give you guys a little secret here. You want to have the best goddamn, what is this? Joker? Ooh, yeah, I'm skipping that. No, thank you. 2 of hearts. 2 of hearts. Ace of diamonds. The magician. Let's drop this out here real quick. But here it is. You want to have the best chip salsa combination you can get at like a regular store. You get Casa Mamita chips. Doesn't matter if they're the dipping shape or they're just the regular triangle shape, right? You get Tostitos medium restaurant style salsa. That combination, I think, in terms of chips and salsa, it's pretty unbeatable. It's pretty unbeatable. I haven't gone to Aldi in a while, man. I know it's like a boring thing to say, but I fucking love Aldi. You will not catch me happier at a grocery store than Aldi. I used to go to Aldi every week when I lived with Thomas and Alex. That was our go-to store. Now we go to Walmart because there's a close Aldi to us, but like it's out of the way. You know, it's in a busier road. It's just not worth it. And Walmart is fine, you know. But dude, like Aldi branded stuff is usually better than Great Value branded stuff or Kroger branded stuff or Piggly Wiggly branded stuff. It's usually Aldi's got it made, man. You buy stuff for cheap in bulk there as well. You know, it's not like Costco bulk, but it's decently in bulk. I gotta go to an Aldi soon. What did they have that I really liked? There's one thing that Aldi's have. Is it their brioche buns? Might be their fucking brioche buns, dude. I think they have good brioche buns. No, they have these Aldi branded calzones. Oh, don't even get me started, dude. They have these Aldi branded. Okay, we can actually go back here and heal up real quick. These Aldi branded calzones, and they're only at Aldi. They're like $2.50, which is, you know, it's okay. It's cheap for a calzone, but for a store-bought calzone, it's a little bit expensive. Thank you, Tiny Planet. But oh, dude, it tastes like cheap, but that's what I like about it. It's just like folded cheese inside of bread. I know it sounds like it's like what's special about that? I don't know, man. Go eat one for yourself and you'll figure it out. I can't hold your hand every step of the way, but it's so good. They have some other stuff that I really enjoy there too, but I can't remember what it is because I used to go again like every week to Aldi. Well, no, we would alternate between going to Aldi and going to Walmart. That was our alternation, or we go, you know, to the both of them in one trip. We go, I want to get my granola bars from Walmart and my my calzone from Aldi. Oh, this is quite the. I almost wanted to take 9 lives there, but that would be a bad choice. So we'll take Spirit of the Night and we'll dip and we'll keep going. Because I think that's going to give us maybe half. I don't know how this works in this challenge, actually. What do you do? No, it counts as exiting a room. Okay. That's fine. You know what? I can deal with that. Yeah, but they're also in, like, good places, too. Like, they always position Aldi's pretty close to Walmarts and stuff, so that if you're looking at which one you want to go to, you're like, man, I can get some cheaper stuff at Aldi, I bet. And you go to Aldi instead. Or it's like, it's near, like, a dentist place or, like, a doctor's office. You can stop there afterwards to get your groceries. They know what they're doing. Also, Aldi is a German-based company, I believe, too. And the Germans, they're known for their good food, man. They're known for their good food. They invented the hamburger, I think. They got the bratwurst there. They do beer there a lot, too. So, I gotta say, Aldi is definitely the smartest. We can skip a whole floor with an Emperor card versus the version full health pill. Yes, please. Unless that damage will all apply to me at once, I'll just die immediately. You never know, man. You never know. All those things are true. See, I just know things sometimes. We'll definitely go shop here. We have over 15 cents to spend. Oh, okay, sure. Thank you. Nah, dude, just trust me. Don't look it up, but I'm right. Just trust me on that one. Well, I'm trying to think, because I got to look at, like, we can go look at the Aldi store page after this run. I want to look at what I used to get from there, because I'm thinking, like, there's one thing, one prime Aldi item. Take your guesses in the comment section down below, what I used to get from Aldi. Because I really want to remember this now, you asshole. Is that what we were trying to figure out why it's called hamburger earlier? Is it because it's from Hamburg, Germany? Or did they just popularize it? Because there's no ham in a hamburger. It's ground beef. So that would make a lot of sense. Oh, you are so goddamn ugly. This is like if the Joker was in a Marvel movie and just, or I guess a Russo brothers movie, and he was just super gray. Just gray Joker. Invented the hamburger patty, but Americans put it between two buns. See, we do some things right over here. Who made the brioche bun, though? Because that's one of the best buns you can get, brother. I don't know why I'm tap firing with this item. Dude, I don't know why my nose is so itchy whenever I start streaming only. It's never in recordings, it's just when I'm streaming. I guess I am recording, though, too, right now. Maybe doubling up makes my nose... Dude, what shot me? There's a fly behind Mr. Green over here. This is the Grunch from The Man Who Stole Christmas, the feature film. Okay, he's dead. I saw that coming. Dude, I don't know why my nose is so itchy. Holy shit. But whoever invented the brioche bun is a complete warrior in my eyes. The brioche bun is one of humanity's greatest accomplishments. This is quite the floor. You're still half-priced, I figured. And that makes us, we can go into here for half-priced as well. I'll pop the pills. Great. Okay. Are we going, where does this challenge go to? I gotta look next floor, so I can just use my Emperor card on the final floor of it. I feel like it's Mom's Heart, but it could just be Mom. I don't know. It's a French thing. I guess that would make sense. They're known for their bread, right? So I guess that would make sense if brioche was a French thing. The French got some good stuff over there too, man. I mean, croissants. I actually, one of the best croissants I've ever had was from Australia. Not even France. I haven't been to France, so I guess I really can't comment on that. But I was in Australia when I was like 15 on vacation, and the hotel had like a complimentary breakfast, one item, and they had these like buttered croissants down there. That shit was pretty good. Oh, I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. It's pretty good. Holy water's great for the boss fights. We're having a little bit of trouble with those as we saw last floor, so you can't go wrong. Give me a key, though, right here. All right, close enough. Close enough. Yeah, isn't it supposed to, like, isn't like a baguette supposed to be like hard bread? I feel like I've heard that before. Like an actual baguette's supposed to be a bit harder than like you know, some kind of other pillowy, soft, liberal bread out there. Am I right? You couldn't chew it. That might be a little bit too tough though. 'Cause I used to work in an Italian place, and we'd serve bread with like each meal. There was like a bread appetizer included with every meal, and one of the bread types was intentionally supposed to be like hard. Oh, cool! We can't use holy water. Wait, it worked? Why did that work? Oh no, Mom's contact probably worked there, not holy water. Ouch! Am I throwing? I might be throwing. No, we got HP. We're gonna be cool. Yes, and where is this challenge going to? Splendid. We can just pop Emperor card next floor and then be done. This isn't that bad of a challenge, man. We are flying through it. We really are. It's called a quiche? I think I've heard that before. Did I say it wrong? Is it like quiche? I've seen that word spelled before. Maybe I made it once at home and just didn't realize it. You're my one hope for a key right now. Well, my two hopes, I guess. Hey, HP's not bad either. Pretty fly. That's pretty fly. Bomba. More money? This guy's sucking me right here. He's quite annoying, actually. Damn. Drop me a key, though. He did not get a key. Ouch, that was very stupid of me to stand right in the face of that explosion. Well, we are probably not getting this item. It's a shame. It's fine, though. We can always go back if we get a key right here because we have a heart in that room. I wouldn't be too mad. Okay, we'll go back for it. Sure. We're not breaking even. We're losing half a heart by doing it, but we're getting fucking 5 bombs, so sure. That'll help us against the boss fights. This is not the last floor. That's where you're going on the run. Oh, I guess I could just look there to see where the run's going. But next floor is the last floor. You're correct that I can look at that. But incorrect that it's the final floor. So we're both half right there. Yeah. It just shows where you're going to on a run, not what floor you're currently on. Oh! You shot with the side of your head. I don't care about pulse work. Hello, Robo-Man. Oh, okay. This extra shopkeeper's mod this should be like in vanilla game. A lot of these are pretty cool. It'd be a great way to do those little references to like other indie games that like, I think Spire has one. It's like a different game. I like those little cute little like, hey, this guy's in this game too. Ravita Kid's here. Oh, hello. Apparently, there might be a Tiny Rogues Ravita crossover thing happening soon. Yes, and then we just Emperor card and then we're done. He's too good at video games, dude. Oh, we can go up here, though. Come on, give me a key. You know you want to. All right, get me out of here. I got a soul heart for that. Oh, because I have the extra... tarot card effects turned on. And then I immediately lost my soul heart due to bomb physics. Go, let's get some bombs on in front of all of these doors. I can get some fire damage on the hands if they come out. Ouch. There we go. That's what I want to be seeing. Oh, and the freeze effect. Here we go. We're not going to die, are we? No, we're done. Check boss rush as always. We got 120 volt. That's a huge. If we didn't have Tiny Planet, I would take Monstrous Lung, my favorite item in the entire game. Well, if you're watching on the YouTube VOD of things, thanks for watching. What do we unlock here? Torn card. Could be better. Could be better. Could be better. We'll probably do Solar System next since I'm on that, what's it called? I'm on the Tiny Planet train. The effect is already in my brain. So might as well do that too. Is it? Oh, you're right. It is with flies. I'm thinking of head trauma. My bad. I'm thinking of head trauma. We can do Solar System, though. That one sounds like it'd be fun to do right now. Let's do it. Solar System. I live in one of those, actually, believe it or not. There's your seed if you care, even though it's a challenge run. Have it for yourself. Oh, yeah, we get Beelzebub. Okay, this is all, it's all coming back to me. I haven't played these challenges since the Nuzlocke. So this one was easy. I like this one. Orbitals are shitting on Repentance, though, but they used to be even more busted than they are right now. We played this challenge at Cakewalk. Look at that, dude. You get the first few floors are just full of flies. You get a bunch of free shit from doing that. You walk into your boss fight, you get your red fly. Red fly used to be one of my favorite items in the game when I was younger because I thought orbitals were absolutely just completely busted, and this one was one of the best you could get. Then I unlocked Sack Dagger, or then I got Sack Dagger for the first time. Okay, we're not going to get any flies on this floor, are we? Yeah, it's just going to be spiders. That's fine. We can also deal with this. But the one that gave me trouble was Cat Got Your Tongue in the Nuzlocke, because that's the one that I lost my rebirth challenges to. Because I was being cocky, and I was trying to be cool. And my hubris, I died because of my own hubris, which means it was still my fault, but I have an excuse. A small excuse. Also, I should say, I've been planning out what I want to do with my like IRL friends when I'm back home on vacation, and we have some pretty killer skits lined up. One of them's gonna go on YouTube, maybe 2 of them might, and there's gonna be a ton of them going on TikTok as well. So you might want to follow that if you're not already. We got some grand ideas. So I haven't seen these boys in a lot of them in like over 2 years. I don't think I've seen Z Blakes in like 3 or 4 years, man. So it's gonna be fun to go back and hang out with them for a while. Plus, I haven't gone to a New Year's party in like 3 years. That's gonna be fun too, because of COVID happening. But then again, parties aren't like a super huge thing that I'm always excited to go to. It's a smaller thing between friends at like an Airbnb, which is a lot more my speed than like what high school parties used to be. Dude, that was a mega dodge. I hate you. I needed to bound there. I didn't have enough orbital to want to deal with that sack dagger. Yo, that's huge though. I'll take it. I'll take it. But I only went to a handful of high school parties and didn't really enjoy any of them. I enjoyed a couple, the Halloween ones mostly. Holiday parties are fine. Holiday parties are fine. Specifically, I think the best parties you'll go to are like a Halloween or a New Year's one, because they're like celebratory events, whereas like a Christmas party is like a work thing you do. Which I went to a couple of those at my old job, mainly just for the food. And we had a Secret Santa thing at my old work, which it was interesting. So, okay. One of my bosses at my old work, her name was Caitlin. She was the one that we really didn't like because she was very demanding of us, like the factory workers in the back, and was not really sympathetic to our working conditions, right? And of course, my best friend Jacob, who was like my coworker, same age as me, went to school together, he pulled her for Secret Santa. And we wanted to get her a gift that was mean-spirited but also kind of funny, because she was pretty awful to us for a while back there. And we went to Walmart after work one day at like 8 p.m. and we're walking around looking like who we're gonna get our gifts for. So Jacob decides a funny thing, because she's becoming a mom soon, and she's like gonna turn 40. Jacob's like, I'm gonna get her a cane because she's coming old and becoming a mom. She could use the cane. And that's kind of like mean-spirited towards an older woman, but also it's funny, so she can't really take great offense to it, or it won't be seen as like super inappropriate in the workplace. And it's him giving her the gift, right? So I don't really care what he gets her. I wouldn't want to hand that to somebody though. And then the day of the party comes, and I have an apprenticeship at my school, so I get off. I do half days at my school, and then I do a half day at work. That was my weekly thing. And Jacob decided he wasn't going to take off school to come to the Christmas party. And he made me give the gift to Caitlin. And I had to hand this new mother a cane and explain to her what the joke meant. And it did kind of suck. But then again, the pulled pork at that Christmas party was really fucking good. So I'm happy I went either way. But yeah, after that, relations only got worse because, you know, you don't call somebody an old lady and then things get better with you. And she wasn't a very, I think, humorous person. So it probably didn't bode over the best. Pulled pork is pretty good. My favorite food of all time has pulled pork in it. It's pulled pork and mac and cheese. Little BD1P fact for you. Pulled pork, creamy mac and cheese is where it's at, man. I know what you're saying now, though, Carla. You didn't spawn anything there. This challenge gave you a bit of trouble. I'm getting that trouble now. It soins goof af. You're right. It does soin goof af. Although I only like it from one specific place. There was this barbecue shop near my house where I grew up, and they opened. They didn't open like late, but they opened and I turned like 15. And I was still a pretty picky eater. I still am a pretty picky eater, but I was more picky back then. And I didn't really want to, like, when my dad would order food from there, I didn't want to be like, you know, get me a half rack of ribs or get me like a New York strip or whatever. I wanted to get, you know, something that wasn't going to be overly expensive, right? So, I know they have mac and cheese, and I'm a big fan of mac and cheese. Why don't I get that? And I didn't intend for the order to have pulled pork at first. I just wanted the mac and cheese. And it came with pulled pork. And I was like, well, I like pork, so I can get down with this. I threw some barbecue. Well, there was barbecue sauce in there as well. I threw some more barbecue sauce in there. It took my first bite, and I realized how good, like, food could actually be. Barbecue pulled pork mac and cheese from this one specific place. It opened my eyes to the greater positives of this world. 2 of hearts, 2 of spades, 2 of diamonds. A lot of great cards in here, I guess. Magician, fool. Guess we take this to survive. And chopped pork. I feel like pulled meat is always better. It's why brisket's so good. Because brisket can be prime. It's cut, but it can also be pulled. It's a very, I wouldn't say it's a crumbly meat, but like it's a softer meat. But I like brisket a lot too. Dude, little brisket slider sandwiches are so fucking good. Brisket itself is just great. There's this thing that the steakhouse near me serves that I went to a couple times. It's you fucking stupid ass tooth bat. Get over here. Yeah. It's this appetizer called Burnt Ends. It's right in downtown Fort Worth. The restaurant's called, I forget what it's called actually. I don't know, but it's this barbecue place in downtown Fort Worth. And they serve what is just the burnt ends of the brisket with like a barbecue house mix dip. It's so fucking good. It's making me hungry just thinking about it, because like now I want to eat some brisket, but I can't cook brisket here because we have a no grilling policy on our balconies, so I don't have a grill I can use. I could use a grill that they have down by like our apartment's pool, but I don't want to use a public use grill. It doesn't even have actually I think the propane is taken out because it's goddamn winter time. So I'm stuck, man. I don't get any brisket. So I want to go pay overpriced, you know, steakhouse for the brisket. I'm pissed now. This is actually a good secondary form of damage for us right now. This goes to Mom's Heart. Thank God we grabbed black powder then. That's going to be really good against Mom's Heart. If we can, you know, use it properly. Yep, shoot your goddamn head at me. See what happens, buddy. I'm not going to microwave. I guess I have an air fryer. Can I make brisket in an air fryer? Somebody look this up. Give me an answer right now. Can I make brisket in an air fryer? I might make brisket this week then, dude. I know it's an expensive cut of meat, but that sponsorship money is coming through. I don't know. Ooh, I usually make chicken in the air fryer. I can make burgers in the air fryer. Can I make brisket? I guess there's no reason why you couldn't make brisket, right? Well, isn't brisket like an oven thing, though? I could make it in the oven, I bet, just like normally. I don't think you need a grill to make brisket, now that I'm thinking about it. You can, like, smoke brisket. I could go buy, like, a $600 Traeger smoker and smoke my brisket. Maybe. Hey, it's a no grill, not a no smoker policy, right? What are they going to do about it? Take away my goddamn Traeger? They're taking guns away from Americans. You better not even try. You definitely can in an air fryer. Dude, I might make some brisket. The Lord is tempting me. If there's some decent cuts that aren't like super expensive, I'm making brisket this week. I'll even post it in Discord. I'm just gonna sit here. This is the real solar system. Just kidding, I'm gonna move. If I get hit, I get hit. It happens. Come on, come on. There you go. Only issue is Zimmy likes to try and eat the food that I make, and she might try and eat the raw brisket. Have I even seen a cut of brisket, like, at the stores that I go to? Because, like, Texas brisket is apparently really, really good, right? That's like, this is, like, where you get brisket is, like, Texas is the prime state for that. So I might be in luck, man. Although Wisconsin has some pretty good brisket, too, though. That's a big four-gore. That's fine, I guess. We have a lot of keys, though, so it sucks to get pay to play now. I guess we have more money than we do keys, so it works out. And we're not really playing shop meta either, so we're fine. And it shouldn't be too much further away. I gotta save some bombs for the harder bosses. We shouldn't need bombs against regular mom, because we can just... The foot's stationary and the doors are stationary, too. But I might use my bombs on this fight. Did my shop have bombs, actually? That I would go spend money on. I'll bite. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I just like it because, you know, I can't grill, and cooking meat in an oven doesn't usually go that well. Trying to stovetop meat doesn't usually go that well, or it takes a longer time, and air fryers are just so efficient. As somebody who's I'm a cooking novice, I don't know shit about cooking. As someone who's a novice in cooking, air fryers are a godsend. Like, I wouldn't be able to eat, you know, the stuff that I do without it, because I can make tacos in the stovetop, but making stovetop burgers, it takes forever. Because we don't have a lid. We don't have, like, a lid to steam them. So, to cook it all the way through, it takes, like, hours, man. But, oh... No, the hollow. So I'm a big fan of air fryers. Usually I'll alternate each week between going for, like, I'll buy ground beef and then I'll make like a meat sauce for some rigatoni noodles, and then every other week I'll go and I'll buy chicken and I'll make like breaded chicken or fried chicken in the air fryer. Or we're not gonna need to use fuck this dude. There we go. You got me? You got me. You got me. I'll just stand up here and I'll let you get it out of here. But I wanted to make a new cut of meat, and I guess brisket's where I'm going now. I hate this. Like, I've been playing this game for years. I don't know if there's a single way to, like, dodge that attack each jump just because it homes. He went past my bomb. Where did I get 8 bombs from? What the hell? Me standing right inside of it. HP. Fuck. Does nothing for us, as far as I'm aware. Makes our flies do more damage, I guess. Hey, pop quiz chat. When did Stapler get added to the game? What update was Stapler? Pop quiz. Answer right or get banned. Exactly. Nobody knows. I know. I know. You guys are all sheep, though. No cheating. No cheating. I know someone's got Platinum God pulled up right now. Right answer, Green Puff. You got it right there. No. It was a repentance item, believe it or not. This always struck me as like Afterbirth. Stapler. But it's repentance. R-E-P-entance. Oh! Isn't that messed up, dude? Fix your game. Add it earlier in time. Oh, really? I guess it'd be kind of hard to pinpoint that. I've gone through all the updates and I still don't know when half these items got added to the game. You could ask me questions and specifically between like AB and AB+, I could not tell you the difference. Oh, fuck you. I have to go shop. I need more bombs. Not like that, though. Let's go find my shop, shall we? No, that's like you're talking about like Glass Eye and Mom's Ring and that kind of stuff. No, it was before that, but it's a weird one. You don't really think of like these boss items as being added this late into the game, but here we are. One last jumper. There we go. Shop is down here. You just gotta believe. I'll waste a bomb to gain a bomb and entry to my shop for free. I wanted to move the bomb down, not walk into the fire. Let it be known that I was not trying to do that. Woo. Okay. All right, cool. Yep. Don't spurt. You spurted. Don't do it. Okay. I've still yet to use black powder in the way it should be used. I'm going to grab a heart from back here real quick. I do not want to perish to a normal enemy. I should not have spent my hearts in devil deals. That was a mistake. Because now I'm feeling the burn. I've only spent 1 heart, though. This is a great intersection to have. This is great. We have no use for keys. Holy shit, dude. What's wrong with you? Does it still work? It does work with pay to play. The more you know. All right, cool. Hey, that's really good for us, actually. Okay, let's go shop. And then we can go fight our boss. Don't be greed. Was not greed. Habit's pretty okay. That's pretty good. All right. I am confident. Let's do this. It's fucking Red Mom. Are you joking? Woo! That, I don't know why that scared me so bad. Okay, it's black powder time. You go through rocks? In what world does Mom have spectral tears? I'm so far. I'm in the middle of the goddamn screen, dude. That still reached me. Double damage. If it works, man. Don't knock it. Oh, God. Whew. It was like $600 for the Bertrand tattoo, yeah. I said I'm marking the Bertrand tattoo as... that champion version, those tears caught me off guard. All right. Let's not die. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. Oh! I can't even see half the enemies here. We are going to struggle on this last leg of the run. I have played Rocket League about twice, and I am not very good, if that's what you're wondering. I am not a very good Rocket Leaguer. I'm not good at 3D games with a controller. I don't know what it is. And I played Rocket League on a controller. I know Preach used to play a lot. I gotta like watch the game. I'm sorry. I was looking at chat too much and I was getting hit. I know Preach used to play Rocket League quite a bit. Didn't even see that rock. I was looking for HP drops actually. I should keep looking in here. I own the game though. It looks fun and it's pretty flashy. I'm not good. Like, I'm bad enough where I can't even, like, jump properly. Like, I always land on my back or whatever. It would be a mess. I fucking hate this. I can't approach. What do I do? Okay, take it slow, champ. Take it slow. What are your options? Oh, it's free. I think I paid... Was it always free? I thought I paid money for it. Or is it like free on Game Pass kind of deal? I really don't want to fight the boss yet. What do I do? Yeah, I got it when it first came out, so it was not free for me. Okay. room is not that bad. There we go. That's lovely. I just tried to use my right stick to control the camera. What am I doing? No secret room. And there it is. Don't be greed. All right. Well, bombing through rooms became a whole lot harder now. But that makes things quite a bit easier for the boss fights now, doesn't it? Oh, I have it on Steam. Do I not, like... Can I not play it on Steam, or what? Because I bought it on Steam a long time ago. Oh, shit. A room like this is not one that I really want to be seeing. A lot of enemies means a lot of time wasted just trying to kill them. Okay. Okay. Are there still... Is it like a cross-compatible game? Or like, was it just like PC servers for Steam that are now like shut down or some shit? I guess it would be... There's no reason why it wouldn't be cross-compatible, right? The stash itch? Tears up, I don't think does anything for us. I'm just gonna skip that. Kill at least one of those guys. Why didn't you... Like, I had a fly that decided not to hit him. Thank you, Martyr, at least. My nose, dude, stop. I'm trying to play The Binding of Isaac for the PC. Oh my god. I had the itchiest face known to man. We're so dead. Why are you still itching? I'm not even talking and you're itching. Need that Manscaped sponsorship, dude. How do you deal with this room? Like, I'm actually confused. Fuck you, fuck you. Why are you so crazy? You hit me? Oh, we're dead. Can't get me in here, sucker. I hate this. That's good. Lifeline? Come on. More bombs is always nice.
Friends till the end.
My nose? Stop. I need you to not itch. This is an important time for me. Come on, dude. Okay, we got more money. Yeah, I've got 2 more big bombs. I am going to use one here to break this machine. I think I'd rather... Well... Because it's kind of bad to have the big bombs. We're fighting Mom's heart soon. It's gonna make... I guess it makes the arena smaller for the lumps. That could put them closer to me, though. It's more consistent if I don't have them. I'd be more used to what I'm doing. A lot of money we're getting back, though. Yeah, no Polaroid, so it's fine to grab that extra half heart. Is there like a hair like in my nose? What's going on today, dude? I'm gonna use my bombs here. I don't want to have them. I'd rather have normal sized bombs. I know what I'm dealing with at that point, too. I want that other bomb, so I'm going to clear the room out. dude. Is my cycle ever gonna sync up for that? I should have just drawn a big ass circle. I'm stupid. Might have been the best bomb ever placed in Isaac. Ooh. Hold on. I should just drop this. I shouldn't use this. I said I should drop this game, not that I should pick it back up. Thank you. This is fine. Great rooms to see. Lovely HP. It could be. Lot of HP potential here. There's one. Okay. I don't like planning him either that much. That's huge. Bomb these two. Okay, money back for these. Get a key and even more money. We're gamblers at heart, boys and girls. Alright, you get bombed. We're actually gaining bombs out of this somehow. Okay. It's the most HP we're able to have. Okay, I gotta move in here. What am I supposed to do? Oh, shit. You just spawn more lumps? I'm letting mom kill her lumps. I don't want to deal with these guys. All right, one down. Hey, there we go. What hit me? She's dying right now, too. What hit me back there? Did anyone see? Can I get that instant replay? I'm curious. Did I touch the brimstone laser? Dude, that was so depressing. Press the tilde key. We're in like a soft lock between win and loss right now. That's a draw. That's what I'm saying, Cosbat. It's a draw. Oh, man. Hey, we fought tooth and nail for that one, too. That one. If the red mom couldn't shoot through goddamn rocks, I can't count it. We lost. We're dead. Well, if you're watching on YouTube and you enjoyed, thanks for watching. I'm depressed now. It's a goddamn draw. That makes me sad. I don't want to replay that challenge ever again, man. That was so slow. What do you say we do a head trauma for now? Not at all trying to dictate how I'm feeling about that last run. It's a soy milk iron bar, yeah. This one. It only goes to mom. This one should be just fine. Although you bounce enemies pretty far with soy milk and repentance, so it's gonna be a bit more difficult than I initially thought when I played it in Rebirth. That sucks, man. I mean, hey, you know what? It's more incentive for me to get back to playing Vanilla Isaac and getting used to how this game functions. Because if that was a modded run, I'm 100% certain I would have gotten some shit that makes me shoot fucking god tears from my head. That also spawn like brimstone lasers that track down enemies, and also it rains knives from the ceiling. So I'm getting back into the swing of how actual Isaac functions. And this challenge is one of the easier ones, though. Because, like, the joke was that soy milk used to be way worse than it is now. And it took a long time to beat this one, just, like, runtime. But now that soy milk is actually, like, very, very good, and these status effects are very, very good, you're just starting with a free good synergy. I wouldn't say it's a winning synergy, but it's a free good synergy. Major copium? In what regard? In what regard? I'm saying I'm at fault for that loss. 100% I'm at fault for losing that last run. Although I want to know what hit me still. Just because I couldn't see. We're living in the moment, but I guess I'll find out once this VOD goes live. Some genius intellect in the comments will say at coordinate x equals 50, z equals 40, and y 20, you were struck by a tear moving at velocity 7 from the northeast quadrant of the map. And I would be, oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. But for now, I have no idea. Ugh. Get shot by Dingle now. My morale is so far down, I'm getting hit by an actual piece of shit. Like a real, genuine piece of shit. This guy right here. And his little cronies, the smaller pieces of shit. Speed upgrade. Fantastic. Okay, down we go. Now, there's no item rooms in this challenge, so we're fine just to keep moving on. I'm not saying anything. I'm not talking at all. You're hearing voices inside of your head. You need to seek help. This is not real. This is a wake-up call for you. You've been in a coma for 60 years. This is the doctor's way of reaching you. Please wake up. We miss you. Your real-life husband, Brad Pitt, says this. I'm speaking through the greatest Binding of Isaac YouTuber to ever walk this planet to get to you. It's true. It's true. Come back to us. We're waiting on you. When I saw that post, that was a long time ago, like an Instagram post that circulated. When I saw that as a kid, I was probably like 10, right? Maybe like 11. I thought to myself, what if I really am in a coma? And I spent that entire day trying to do things that would wake me up. I was pinching myself, trying to, like, you know, wake up. I was trying to look for, like, flaws in the world that were made up by my brain. Couldn't find anything, though. So maybe I am in a coma. Maybe seeing that, I'm the only person ever saw that before, and I was supposed to wake up, and now I never did. I don't know. I'm hoping not. That's kind of crazy, though. Like, if you were in a... I don't know much about people in comas, to be honest, but if somebody was in a coma, would that be a strategy? Oh, hello, boys. To wake them up. Oh, this looks kind of sick. The Holy Trinity right here. Look at this. 3 big old balls. You don't dream while in a coma. Really? That's interesting. Are they sure, though? Because the doctors always say people can hear you when they're in a coma. Right? Or like if they can't respond, they can still hear you. Is that just like a thing that's to help you cope better? Or is that a true fact? I've never heard the verdict if it's just like a thing doctors say to you to make you feel better, if it's a real thing. My mom is a PT, and my grandma was a nurse, and they never told me that. Why are you shooting constantly, dude? What the hell? I was like, it's like me. I'm shooting constantly. Now watch this. I don't look away from the screen. Different device, please. Nothing happened. It was just me popping my homing cues. Kind of a busted item to get, though, is telepathy for dummies, huh? Great. 2 black cards right there. Nice. Hey. Heard it here first, folks. Green Puff calls me the world's greatest Isaac player. I know it might upset a few people, but it's the facts. Okay. That's interesting to me. That kind of sucks, though. Can you imagine, like, being unable to respond to somebody, but still being able to hear them? Like, that must suck. Like, what if you're, like, on your deathbed, right, and you can't respond, and you're, like, in, like, a mini coma, and your family's, like, next to you saying, like, oh, we love you, you know, like, adios, and you're just like, I want to tell these bitches that I have, like, $1 million stashed away, like, underneath the oak tree in my house, and now they'll never know. Get this lady a pencil. Well, there might be some, like, lighter comas where they can process what you're saying. Knowing me, a guy like me, I'm built different, I could probably understand what someone's trying to tell me. I'll be real with you. None of that weak beta shit, I could understand and tell somebody. 100%. Not even a question. Not even a freaking question. Watch this. Shortcut. Let's go. I think it's a shortcut. Could be the wrong way. You never know. You think a guy like me wouldn't be able to process things in a comatose state? Get your head out of your ass. Come on. Come on. I would be able to... I could probably write Shakespearean literature in my coma. Monkey in a typewriter situation. Just believe. If there's infinite possibilities in this universe, there is a chance I go into a coma and also find a way to write Shakespeare inside of that coma. And you guys can't convince me otherwise. Just the facts, Jack. I hate this boss. You were concussed, you wouldn't eat my bomb. I'm using both my bombs on you because this boss actually pisses me off. Yep. Yeah, do your little diagonal thing, huh? See how that works for you. He's stuck. I'm not a monkey. I'm just saying I could do monkey in a typewriter situational things. I am not concluding that I am of the primate. Oh, that's pretty good too, but I like this better. We're only going to mom. It's like 2 more floors. We're gonna get like maybe max like 4 items out of Lemmiga Town. We don't need it. Oh. This is epic. You know what I haven't done in a long time? Is take the left hand down to the chest and forget to drop it. I don't take the left hand anymore because I'd rather have just regular chest pull items. I'm not a monkey. I can just do things that monkeys do. And better, honestly. I don't have thumbs on my feet. I guess I have a big toe. That doesn't count as a thumb. Allegedly, I have a big toe. I guess nobody knows for sure. I've never seen it. You've never seen it. So, who's to say for certain, honestly. But... big toes used to be like monkey thumbs, right? When you had like when you were like you were dexterous with your feet as a primate. That's what those were for, like swinging on trees and shit. Because there's no need for that toe to be that big otherwise, right? That would just be absurd.
One makes you smart.
Oh, that's really good. We have so many goddamn tears coming out. Probably. That's what I'm thinking. The human body's weird, man. You think about, like, how many... like, you have fingers that all vary in sizes, with toes that usually all vary in sizes as well. Usually. I mean, like, what's the purpose? I am like King Kong. If I was to compare myself to any kind of gorilla, I would compare myself to King Kong. I can't hit you. Thank you. This is true. But also, you're like the shape of your toes and your feet and your hands are pretty indicative of like your ancestry, right? Like, isn't certain shapes of your toes, or like if 2 toes are the same length, they can like show that you have some kind of like, you know, Egyptian or Greek ancestry or whatever. Like they can be pretty indicative of that. I've seen graphs of that, at least, of like, hey, if you got, you know, two of the same, like your second and third toe going from big toe down are like the same size, you might have some Egyptian ancestry or vice versa. I don't know if that's true or just like a little internet thing, but I don't know. I would believe it. There's weirder stuff in like genetics that I, don't believe, but or that I that are unbelievable, but I do believe. I'm sure some things like your traits tell you ancestry. Like if you have blue eyes and your parents have like green and brown eyes, your dad was probably cheating on your mom, but or I guess vice versa. That's a joke, obviously. There are recessive and dominant. I've done Punnett squares before. I was in high school biology. I've done Punnett squares and stuff like that. We'll take a soul hurt here. But there was actually, I think it was the grade before me in high school. They were doing Punnett squares, and one of the girls realized that her eye color was an impossible combination from her parents, and they found out she was actually adopted when she confronted her parents about it. That was pretty fucking funny. I think I knew that girl, actually. Well, I didn't know her, but I think I had a class with her, like junior year. That shit's pretty funny. Ugh. How do I hit you? There we go. Oh, double haunt. Yes, please. I love my double haunt. Oh. There was a chance she wasn't, like, maybe like her grandpa had like a recessive gene or like a weird combination of blue and brown eyes that would have made her of a different color, but from what I understand from what our teacher told us is that her eye color wasn't possible to her parents, and she brought it up to them, and then they said that she was adopted. So I think it's a pretty fucking funny story. If I found out that I was adopted through that kind of means, I would not be mad. I would laugh. I think it'd be pretty funny. I don't think if I found out that I actually was adopted, I don't think I would mind that much. I know I can't say it because, like, I can't imagine myself in that kind of scenario, but, like, if my parents told me you were, adopted, I don't think I would be that mad. I think I'd kind of just be like, oh, all right, that's fine. Like, it would not change anything for me. I think when parents tell the kids after they've already, like, graduated high school, I think that's fine. Because, it's not going to affect their development anymore, because they've lived through their childhood already. It's not going to change anything. They've already had, like, hopefully a decent childhood besides that. You fucking ass. I hate this item so much. I don't want to wait 6 years for my tears to go away. I just want to put a bomb down there. This and Saturnus should not affect your bombs. They changed it so Saturnus doesn't, but this one still does. I hate it so much. It makes me so viscerally angry. It could have been a mutation, true. It could have been. I don't think I'd be that mad, though. I knew a couple kids that were adopted, and their parents told them from, adoption, like that they were adopted. They knew they were. I think I would prefer to wait until I graduated to know that knowledge, or wait till I was like an adult to hear that. So at that point, you have more of a rational thought, And you could be angry they kept it from you, sure, but I think it's just better that way. You're not fretting about it in your childhood. But one of the girls, her name was Haley. She was a childhood friend of mine. Her and her sister went to the same daycare as me. And when you were a kid, it was like a bunch of kids that are daycare like claimed to be adopted to be like unique or whatever. So no one believed her at first. Then like 2 years later, when I like left the daycare, I ran into her again and I found out, oh shit, she actually was adopted. And I don't think she minded at all. I think she knew her biological parents as well, but just didn't really care to like reunite with them, which is fine. It's hard to imagine yourself in that kind of situation of like, if I was adopted, would I actually want to go find my biological parents? It depends on the circumstance. Did they abandon you? Did they give you a way to have a better life? Like, what was the reasoning? I think that definitely affects it too. Like, if I found out that like my biological parents had like abandoned me in like a stroller in Central Park, I think I'd want to know just for curiosity's sake, like, who they were. But I wouldn't really care to have, like, a conversation with them. I mean, at that point, all you did was carry me for 9 months and give a painstaking birth. What does that mean to me? Nothing. No, obviously, I think I'd want to, like, say hi to them, but I wouldn't want to, like, reconnect. But if they were, like, we gave you a way to have a better home because we were, you know, super impoverished or we couldn't take care of you, then I'd want to reconnect, I think. And then you get like 2 parents. The ones that called the stork, yeah. Those ones, you know. We're gonna crush this fight. We have strength card and we have the psychic tiers. Every tier will land, believe me. Well, I don't know, maybe not. A couple of these guys are missing, but halfway done, still got above half HP. Another victory in the books. We totally did not lose at all today. Don't watch the last video. It didn't happen. This is the first run of the day, actually, and we're kicking it off strong. Nothing has happened before this. Keep your mind clear. Out of curiosity sake, what's going on the old boss rush here? All right, it's complete trash. And we take this, see how big our tiers can get. It's pretty large. What do we unlock for this one? D12. Not my favorite item, but it could be useful under some circumstances. If you're watching the YouTube VOD, thank you for watching. I gotta get more water soon. Now, actually. Give me like 2 seconds to go grab some Wasser. Real fast. You know what I kind of want to do? I've been itching to do a Minecraft lockout. Someone should go in Discord and see if Joko wants to do a lockout. Yeah, it's on slow mode, sorry. Got into a bad car wreck before you were born, and your mom got back together with your legal dad before finding out he survived. That is... I don't know what to say. I'm sorry, or like, I don't know what I should respond to that with, but that's interesting. Carly, you should see if Joko wants to do a Minecraft lockout if he's free right now. I kind of want to do one like really badly. That's an interesting story. I don't think I have any like any stories like that. The first girlfriend I had back in high school, her parents didn't get along too well. Like they were on the brink of divorce. They were just like how couples feud. You know how it is. I know her mom got into a car accident, and for the entire time I dated that girl, her mom was trying to win a lawsuit with the person who hit her because she fucked up her back. But the dad was so, like, out of it, he didn't care to help her with it. It was a very interesting situation. They should have totally gotten divorced. That would have probably made it a lot easier for their family. But I don't have anything near that level of, like, family fuckery, if that makes sense. Do I? I have a weird thing. So... This does not reflect on me at all, I want to say. I think this shit is completely weird, and I don't talk to this cousin anymore. But I have a cousin named Will. And we were at a family reunion once. And there was a girl there we hadn't seen before, like ever. And she was, I think, like our third... I think she was my second cousin, but technically his, like, third cousin. And they ended up getting into a relationship for, like, 2 years. And everyone in the family thought it was so fucking weird. I don't think anybody's talked to that dude since he, like, moved out to Utah or some shit. But it was super fucking weird. That's, like, the closest we'll have to, like, family drama going on. It's, like, appropriate to not, you know, keep private. But, yeah, he's a weird dude. He's the oldest of the cousins that I have. I think I'm third oldest. I think. Yeah, I'm the third oldest cousin out of my entire family by, like, 10 days. Yeah, it's very weird. Like, legally, they were allowed to because they were distant relatives. But here's my thought process. Don't meet your partner at a family reunion. That's kind of a rule, a golden rule. You shouldn't meet your relative at or your significant other at a family reunion. That should be a red flag from the start, I feel like. Is there a daily challenge today? I know we have to do dailies for certain unlocks. Is the daily fun today? It's an Eve run. I can't play it for some reason. I don't know why. Joker just started playing Destiny 2, by the way. I think he's ignoring you. Let me open up Discord real quick. Yeah, there's a 30 daily unlock. I wonder if Merm wants to do one. I just want to do a Minecraft lockout. I was watching the All Advancements run from Feinberg today from 1.19, and I was getting really into it. Let me DM Merm. Let's see what Merm's up to. I haven't talked to Merm in a while. Holy shit, dude. I gotta catch up with this man. What are you doing literally right now? It's a lot of downloading to do it. It's a lot of downloading. There's like 3 different mods you have to get to make the server work. Merm might not respond. He's away right now, but he's somewhat online. I could also, I don't know how good Turtle Melon is, but it'd be fun to do one with him. I don't know if he's any good. I don't want to like crush him like super hard and demotivate him because we're doing a tournament soon. That would be interesting. It's a Wednesday today. Ginger's live playing Star Wars, so I wouldn't be able to probably get anybody from LSR to do one. He's literally playing Destiny, ignoring you. I'll type that in Discord. Turtle Melon is secretly cracked at Minecraft. He's not bad by any means. I can see if he wants to do one. I just want to have fun with one. I'll do disadvantage. I'll give him like a 1-minute head start. We'll see who responds between Turtle Melon, Merm, and Joka first. I think I've had my complete fill of Isaac for today. If I'm being honest. Oh, he's responding. Oh, he's recording Isaac. Damn. Probably just DM'd him right in the middle of recording. That's fine. Okay. Stream wants to... Let's do a fun little segment here. I don't want to play Isaac anymore. Let's do a fun little segment. I gotta pull up the videos though. I've been trying to plan what I want to do for if I do a rewind week on the channel around like New Year's. So what I've wanted to do for a minute here is that gonna capture? It should, yeah. What I've wanted to do for a minute here is go back through I guess I can just do playlists and see what series I could do in terms of like videos on the channel for rewind week. Also, oh, that's wait, is that no? That's regular Discord. Hold on, pull up a different monitor real quick. if you also didn't notice, this channel is at 29.5K. Welcome back, everybody. And this channel is at 29K. They're closing in on each other, man. They're closing in. They're gonna intersect soon. Which one's gonna hit 30K first? Which one's gonna hit 30K first? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I'm curious to see. I really want to see which one hits it first. Where's my stream playlist? There it is. I was playing Gex. I don't want to play Gex on the stream. That would probably get me banned. There is hair on my face. Look at that. Because, like, this one, the main channel, gained subs a lot faster than the Let's Play channel does, obviously. But that one's got a 500 sub head start. Almost been a year since I made this one. Almost a full year. That's crazy. Just a few months shy. When did I make... Welcome. This one? I made them pretty close in terms of, like, timing. I didn't post on this one for a while, though. I guess I made them nearly exactly 1 year apart, now that I think about it, huh? Because the first video here was the iceberg one, which, welcome back, everybody. What's the exact date on this? Can I see? Am I blind? I posted my first video on here on March 17th. And then I posted on the other channel. Let's see. The Kirby video was posted. There's a fucking huge, like, there's a big ass, like, horn going on outside right now. Shut the hell up. Dude, these, oh my god. Within a 2-week time span, these channels were both activated like a year apart from each other. That's crazy. What is going on outside? Someone's like got a fucking chainsaw and they're going crazy out there. That's wild. I remember these. Yeah, I know. It's bothering me because it's like shrill. I remember these videos. That's the old couch right there too. That's crazy. Anyways, what I was originally doing was looking through the old playlists to see. Welcome back, everybody. What I could do for Rewind Week. Obviously, we do Cult. We do Revita. Shovel Knight Dig. I don't want to do Archvale. Inscription. Could do a Terraria video, too. No Deltarune. Okay, so I actually haven't done that much in terms of, like... I guess a lot of my variety is done within, like, one-off videos. Which makes sense. Okay. You know, I can put a couple of videos out there for the quote-unquote Rewind Week. Yeah, I'm all Isaac'd out, so I'm looking if somebody wants to do a lockout. At the very current moment. Is Pluip, is he online? He would do one. Yeah, it's been fun. It's a time to get nostalgic, pretty much. Just because it's been like I started streaming in January of like 2 years ago, I believe. So it's been almost a full 2 years doing content. which is crazy to see, like, just all the stuff I've published, even like going back to like just looking at like old thumbnails and old videos is kind of crazy sometimes. I have not played Spore, but I've seen people play Spore. I think I saw... Yeah, I saw Fwab play Spore a while ago. That was a pretty fun series. Yeah, it's wild. It is. It truly is. Oh, great thumbnail. They still upload? I haven't like watched their channel in a long time. I guess they do, yeah. Crazy. It's been a long, long time since I've watched Fwab. They upload a lot, Jesus. Just hadn't seen it in a while. It looks pretty fun. Spore looks pretty cool. It came out in the good era of gaming as well. Is it really that intensive, or do you just have a bad computer? Yeah, very interesting. I think I stopped watching them when... Well, I watched them after Alpharad left the channel. But I think when COVID hit, they just stopped posting videos for, like, ever. And I just kind of forgot. It's your mom's old work computer from, like, 2003. That makes sense. I played, Minecraft on my mom's, like, laptop. And it ran at 2 frames a second. So I know the feel. I watched their Mario Party, as you can see. I love Mario Party. So I watched a lot of it. I learned a lot about the game from watching them too. I've watched every episode of it, except for a lot of the newer ones, I think. I think I watched some Spelunky as well. You know what we should do, actually? Hold on. Okay. Carla will like this one. We're going to do an Evolutions tier list. Get this Lowe's ad out of my face. I'm always scared one of these ads is going to, like, dox me. Well, I want to explain my reasoning here. Let's go through the Evolutions. Just because there's a small debate going on in Discord earlier about it. Vaporeon. Memes aside, I do enjoy... Which present? Oh! I think Vaporeon is a really cool design. I think it's one of the more creative ones. It's not just a regular tail like pretty much every single one of these has. And it's got a different face as well, different like head. So I think Vaporeon is S. I will when I'm done with it. Yeah, I can put it in chat. Here, actually. There we go. Oh, I'm signed in. Look at that. I think it's S. Now, Jolteon. I'm partial to Jolteon because I love electric types, and it was my first evolution I ever got in Pixelmon. But the design is bad. I think Jolteon and Flareon are two of the lamest goddamn designs. You could do so much with a fire Eevee thing or an electric Eevee thing. They just did nothing. There's all your hair is spiky. Like, out of the first 3, I mean, it's pretty obvious which one is the cooler looking one. It's just off design, by the way, nothing else. Leafeon, I think it's a pretty cool design. I think it's not overdone, not underdone. It's just right in the middle. I put it at A. Glaceon's the same thing to me. Like, here's the thing. You gotta look at the Pokemon and know what type it is from just looking at it, right? You know that's grass. You can assume that'd be fire. You know that's electric. You know that that's going to be water. Looking at Glaceon, if you put Glaceon, like if you did not see Vaporeon and you just saw Glaceon, you could be inclined to say water. And I think that recognition of not really being ice themed, besides like icicles, you could call these maybe, it can't be as high as Leafeon, but it's still a cool design. I don't know. It's a good question. It's 2 ears, but it's just a little icicle. It's got it's got bangs. They gave the dog bangs. Espeon, it's all right. I mean, it's a pretty boring design. You wouldn't be able to look at that thing and say psychic. You know, like it's got a jewel and that's it. And it got 2 tails. Wow, fancy. Umbreon, I'm putting in B. I think it's a boring design. It's boring, but not as offensive as these two. Because you could look at that and think dark. You might be able. I would honestly say electric almost for this. But it's not like it's, you know, as offensive as these. You can't really do a lot with dark type that wouldn't make it look ghost or make it look psychic. You could have maybe given it a different, you know, color, because that does scream electric to me. But it's the average one. This is where some feathers got ruffled. Sylveon is below Espeon for me. This is over-designed. This is extremely over-designed. It's got like 4 tassels, 2 bows, and a tail. Like it's just, again, it's over. Like there's just too much going on there. You do get the fairy type vibe from it for sure, but I don't know. And I think Eevee just goes next to Umbreon. This is my tier list. All right. You can poke fun at me, you can bully me, shove me in lockers, whatever you want to do. This is my evolution design tier list. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, this is my honest reaction. That saw is still going on outside. It's still driving me crazy. This tier list sucks. You suck. This is a based tier list. I like regular Eevee a lot. I think it's cool. Let's do more tier lists. I like doing tier lists. Is there like a let's do Batman villains. Hell yeah, dude. I don't know if I can name all. I'm not finished with the show yet. I can name most of these, but I haven't finished the entire show. I'm on season 3. A lot of them are redesigns as well, and I haven't seen the redesigned look. I can name most of these. I'm going to do a different list. Let's just name them off. We got Man-Bat, Catwoman, Sid the Squid, I think. No clue. No clue. No clue. Rocket or Roxy? Roxy Rocket? Probably supposed to be Hugo Strange. Oh, I know who you are. I can't think of your name though, but I've seen you before. Maybe supposed to be Black Mask. Black Spider. Peaches, maybe? I have no clue. I don't know who you are. You're the Russian spy lady. You're Red Lion or some shit like that. You're Red Claw. You're Red Claw. Tony the fucking Tiger. Red Mask. Probably Killer Moth redesign. The Invisible Guy from season 2. I have no clue who you are. Red Hood. No clue. Almost a Deadpool. Deathstroke. Oh, you're the guy from you're the cult leader dude who like scammed those people. I forget about your name, but I know who you are. Yeah, Black Spider's a straight up fucking ripoff. No clue. No clue. You're Penguin's crony, the big ass bird thing. No clue. Obviously Clayface. No clue. Killer Croc, weirdly enough. Harley Quinn, no clue, no clue. Maybe Clock King redesign right there. Mad Hatter, no clue, no clue. Kyo-Ken, I think, is your name. Joker. Are these Beyond villains, too? Isn't this guy from Batman Beyond? I forget, whatever. Hugo Strange, the big fucking robot thing. I don't know. Riddler, I don't know. Oh, you're the French gorilla dude. Probably no more Isaac, no. I think I'm all Isaac'd out for right now. The fucking French gorilla guy with the minigun. No clue. I forget who you are, but I've seen you before. You're the Wolverine. You're the werewolf version of Man-Bat. You're Man-Bat Woman. His wife. No clue. That's Talia. That's fucking this guy is Count Vertigo. That's Sid the Squid. I have no idea who this guy is. That's Sid the Squid. No clue. No clue. Raish. That robot Batman dude. Zeus. Scarface and the Ventriloquist. No clue. No clue. Phantasm. No clue. No clue. No clue. No clue. No clue. No clue. Robin Hood. Or the Robin Hood gang. The guy that Ra's al Ghul resurrected in season 2. No clue. Bane. Scarecrow. Baby Doll. Condiment King. I forget who you are. Oh, you're in the same thing as he was. You guys were like manipulated. You're like Rat King or like Rat Man or some shit. And you're a one-off stupid villain. No clue. I forget your name. You're the guy that Oh, you're Lockup. That's Lockup, correct. That's the guy who wanted to be Mr. Freeze, then died when his whole entire city fell over. It's Lex, I think. I forget. You're the guy with the hook arm that fights Batwoman. Forget. Firefly. That's Roxy. So I don't know who this is, but this is Roxy. That's the season villain. I forgot her name, but she does things based off the seasons. Poison Ivy, Farmer Brown, Harleen Quinzel, Sewer King. I forget who you are. I forget. You are the guy who kidnapped Batman and made him forget who he was, and they worked in the mines or some shit. That's Clarion. I forget. That's Livewire, Deadshot. No fucking clue. I've named like half of them maybe. That's Matches, I think. Matches Malone, or no, Joe Chill. Sorry, I think. Is it supposed to be Swamp Thing? I haven't gotten that far in the show yet, but it might be. I don't remember. I may have not got there yet. Is he a season 3 villain, or is he before that? He looks somewhat familiar, but I forgot his name or what he appeared in. That's is that Salvador Maroni and his assistant, and then Two-Face. Two-Face's goons. Forget. Penguin, Mr. Freeze. Forget your name. No fucking clue. Anyways, I just wanted just the regular villains. These guys, maybe? This looks like it could be a decent list. Maybe. I can't know. These pictures are so hard. Use actual pictures of the villain, not just like their fucking body. This is the Batman the Animated Series, not the Batman Animated Series. There's no what about this one? Why can't people just use actual pictures and not just body shots? Yep, I totally know who this fucking thing is. Perfect. Please, just use normal pictures. This one's better. We'll do this one. Also, stop with the weird ass names. S A B C, D. There we go. You know how hard it is to find a good tier list nowadays? I know that torso anywheres. Alright, Harley Quinn. I'm partial because I like the animated series a lot and she came from that as a standalone villain. I think she's just fine. She's kind of in a weird place. She's like a villain, but she's not a villain, but her material is pretty good, so I'll put her in A. I'll put her in, she's going to be our middle ground. I'll put her in B for right now. Killer Croc. Here's the thing. It's going to be a running theme on this list. If the villain is like physically changed or altered or is some kind of like physical weirdo, I'm a big fan of them. But Killer Croc is like my least favorite physically changed villain. He's just like a guy who has scales. He's very strong though. He doesn't do a lot, you know? He's just like a guy who's just kind of an asshole. I'll put him in C. I don't have an issue with Croc, but I think he's a little bit of a goofball and not a very cool villain. Clayface though. Physically changed. Unique backstory. He was an actor. You know, it's not always seen in with these. It's a lot of times my wife died. Someone I care about died. I like the unique backstory he's got going on. He's close to S if he would just do more. He's always used as like the accomplice. He's used to mimic somebody so the real villain can get their job done. He's never like the big threat they're going after. Like in Batman Hush, he plays the Riddler so that Batman doesn't know who the Riddler really is. He's second-hand to the plot. But I think he's cool. I like him. I do. We have the Riddler next. Riddler's pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of it. Like, everybody else is a huge Riddler fan, I feel like. I'm not a super big Riddler fan. I like the idea of like an overly cocky guy who's like super, oh, look how smart I am sort of deal. And he has a cool gimmick and I like his costumes and stuff. The memes are pretty funny too. I think he's above Clayface maybe. To me, like the physically changed ones are just more interesting. Who the fuck is this? You're going to the bottom right there. We'll reorganize the tiers later. After all the trophies and the Arkham games, fair enough. Fair enough. Two-Face. He's been growing on me recently, but I've never been a huge Two-Face fan. But this isn't Two-Face. This is this Black Mask? This is Two-Face down here. But he had like a coin right there on his hand. That's not Two-Face. Is this supposed to be Black Mask? I need like Batman experts in chat. Because if it's Black Mask, I don't give a shit about this dude. He's just like, whatever. Just a crime boss with a bit of an extra twist on him. Ooh, my face is all burnt. D tier. Okay, I thought it was Two-Face. See, I thought it was a coin right there, but it's not a coin. That's 2 batarangs into his hand. He's whatever. He's just like, he's a crime boss with extra steps to me. I don't get a kick out of him. Deathstroke is less of a Batman villain and more of like a Teen Titans villain to me. In fact, I can't really think of any time I've been really stoked to see Deathstroke and Batman interact. It's always like I really want to see Nightwing and Deathstroke fight, or I want to see, you know, like the Robins fight Deathstroke. To me, he's not a great Batman villain as much as he is a good Teen Titans villain, which is why I'm going to put him next to Croc for right now. He might move up depending on how the list shapes out here, but I gotta say I'm not huge on Deathstroke as a Batman villain. I'm not counting Batman Who Laughs as a Batman villain either right now. This is trying to be super cool. Red Hood. I like Red Hood a lot. I have a video coming out about Red Hood soon, actually, believe it or not. Hopefully soon. I think you guys will like it, but I really do like Red Hood. I think the idea of a Robin turned anti-hero through Batman's resilience of killing enemies is a very unique way of putting that in perspective, how leaving them alive can do more harm than good. I think he's executed pretty well. I think having him kind of be like a half addition to the Bat family is pretty cool. I'll put him in S for now. I do like Red Hood a lot more than I thought I would. I don't think he's been portrayed in media very well. I think the Red Hood in the Titans show is awful. I think the Red Hood in what's it called? I think the Red Hood in, why can't I think of it? Oh, in Gotham Knights was pretty shoddily done too. But I think if he ever gets done right, like maybe like in the Death in the Family movie, the Under the Red Hood thing, I think that would be, or he becomes a better villain when he's done justice, at least. Who the fuck is this? Is this like Red Death? Who are you supposed to be? Firefly? I guess I can vaguely see Firefly. It's a goated movie. I agree. Is his name really Atrocitus? There's no way. Is it Green Lantern guy? I don't know shit about GL. Is this really him? He's holding like a staff. I think this is supposed to be Firefly, who I don't really have a care for. Firefly, you can't say much about him, dude. He's just like, he's got fire for a theme. I was stoked to see Brendan Fraser's Firefly. I think it's a good villain to give to the rest of the Bat family, but just Batman himself, I don't think he's much of a threat, really. Batman's got more than enough to deal with Firefly. Joker? The man who needs no introductions. Mr. J, the Joker, the Clown Prince of Crime. It's an injustice to put Joker anywhere but S. However, I think there are villains who are way better than Joker. Way better than Joker. This is just villains that I like. It's not really, are they a good match for Batman? I think it's just villains that I think are good. And in that regard, Joker goes an A for me. No, A. Was my mouse up here, computer? I don't think so. I think Joker is great, but I think I've seen too much of him and I want to see more of other villains. So I'm going to put him in A. Hush. Again, I don't think I've seen Hush done right in a while. Why did my girlfriend ask me, do you have $500 cash? Did you get arrested? I gotta bail you out of jail? The fuck? How's this talk gonna go down, huh? Oh, she's getting a tattoo tomorrow. Probably. But I also need cash for mine. I mean, I do, yeah. I keep at least $1,000 in cash at all times. Never know when you might need it. You never know. It's good for tattoos. They usually only take cash at those places. I don't think I've seen Hush done right ever. Like the Hush movie was cool. I like the twist that Riddler was him. But I don't know. I think I'll put him in C. I don't really care one way or the other about him. I don't really give a shit about him. Mad Hatter is also D. Like I mean, like the mind control gimmick is cool, I guess. He's a hard one to place for me because the mind control gimmick can be done right. But again, I just think it's one that I don't give a shit about. Well, I'll put him in B. Because when I was a kid, I thought he was kind of cool in like the Lego game, so I'll do that. Deadshot. I don't really care about Deadshot. Guy who has a gun who can shoot good. I can do it too if I got enough practice, buddy. See if I care. Hugo Strange. The idea of like the doctor at Arkham keeping them insane and using them for his own ploys is pretty fucking cool. Good idea. I hope to see a good adaptation of him in like a movie or a show. Ventriloquist, he's always so funny to me in the animated series. I think he's pretty cool. Like, I think it's just whenever I see him, I'm happy to see him. He's a funny little guy, right? But as a villain, like, you know, I like the gimmick, but I'm not going to give him anything higher than C. We should probably add a D tier or an F tier here, huh? Put the ones that I really don't care for, like Firefly down there. We put Ventriloquist down here in D. That works a lot better, I think. I don't know who you are. Man-Bat, he's S. I'm sorry, I love Man-Bat, dude. Again, like the ones that physically transform into other things, especially a bat, like, it's just such a cool, it's such a fucking cool gimmick. Like in Batman too, Man-Bat, it's a lame-ass name, right? But, oh, do I love it. Oh, do I love it. Something about it, man. Something about Man-Bat, like, we'll get to more of them down the list later too, but like he's always been so cool to me. Is Killer Moth not on this list? Is Killer Moth not here? That's fucked up. Professor Pig, he's the same kind of thing as Ventriloquist to me. He's evil. Ooh, he cuts heads off of pigs and kills cops. Ooh. Catwoman. Same thing as Harley. The Court of Owls and the Talons and all that. It's alright. You're not going to get much out of me when it comes to the Court of Owls storyline. I think it's what everybody is like thinks is it's such a good Batman storyline, and they say it because they think it's like an underground thing, when I think it's just like Kubrick did it better, Eyes Wide Shut did it better. This whole secret society bullshit, the fact that Batman wouldn't know about it blows my mind. Like, I don't think it's done right. I think it's lazy. It's kind of dumb, I'll be real. Two-Face. Who is this guy, by the way? The Anarchist? Can I see, like, file names, maybe? It's McDonald's, man, exactly. I'm going to put Two-Face up here. He's been growing on me a lot. I think after watching the animated series and kind of seeing his constant dilemma between good and bad, I think it's very endearing, and I like it a lot. Raish. I don't like see him as a Batman villain, to be honest. I don't know. I like the League of Assassins a lot, but I really don't care for Raish that much. Whenever he's like the central villain, I'm always more interested in like, I guess he does rule the assassins, so I guess I'll put him up a tier right there. S. Scarecrow is, I think, in terms of just like the aesthetic, he's my favorite villain. Aesthetically, he's my favorite fucking villain. The fact that he's scared of bats is really funny. His whole thing with fear and attacking the mind is a really good counter for Batman's stoicism. Absolute amazing villain. And you know what, dude? Bane goes in A. It's a good physical match for Batman, good mental match for Batman. I feel like he's very one-dimensional, though, in that regard, where he's just like, he's a militia man. You know, he's a well-trained militia strategist. You know, it's a one-dimensional thing, but I think they always use him right, which is the issue with these other villains, like where they're two-dimensional or three-dimensional, but like they aren't utilized correctly. Bane is a one-dimensional guy utilized right. Need I say more? Mr. Freeze might be like my all-time favorite. It's close, I would say, between... It's close. I think... I mean, just in general, I've seen, you know, Young Justice, I've seen Justice League Unlimited, I've seen animated series. I've seen every movie and film adaptation of Bane. And I'm still not super convinced. I like when I see him, but I'm not, like, always super hyped, like, oh, man, Bane's gonna do this shit. You know, he's always just kind of, like, left in the dust for me. Mr. Freeze, though, tragic backstory. Not very creative, but still, it's there. He's got a nice battle between good and bad inside of him. He's aesthetically really cool. Got a cool suit. Does cool things. Big fan of Winter myself, so he's up there for sure. He might be one of my favorites, next to Scarecrow. Like, when I see Mr. Freeze, I get really excited. I'm like, oh, it's a Mr. Freeze storyline. Let's fucking go. I love seeing Freeze storylines. I don't get that same way about Scarecrow, but... I like his gimmick, and I like what he's in, but I'm not, like, always, you know, over the moon about him because they don't really use him right in the animated series. He's kind of just, like, he's an explanation in that show. He's like, oh, back when fucking Scarecrow used his fear gas, you don't see him using the fear gas. You just hear about him using the fear gas. So I like him, though, when I see him. Like, oh, he's got a cool aesthetic. He's very niche looking. Penguin... Yeah, dude, like, come on. Nobody's threatened by this dude in real life. Ivy. Get the sirens right there, sure. I don't care about any of these fuckers down here. Let's reorganize the tiers right now. I'm gonna swap these two. I'm not even fucking with you. The more I thought about it, the more I started to like Clayface more. The physically transformed ones, man, like these three. He's the same thing as Clayface, where they haven't done them justice yet, but if they do, it's going to be amazing. I just like him because he's funny. I like him in Lego games. I like what he can do. I think he's got a funny voice and whatever he's in. I like him a lot. He's a personal preference. Red Hood, Joker, Riddler, Two-Face. I'll go like this. I'll go like this. Well, I'll go like this, actually. That's better. Let's do... Looks good to me. Do one of these. This works. I'll do this. This is my list, I think. I think Man-Bat's my favorite. I think he's a fun threat to deal with because you don't really want to hurt him. He's not hard to take down, but just that kind of like... He's got that gothic feel to him that I think is really cool. That works well for Gotham City. This is my list. If Killer Moth will be above him. Or he'd be like right here, maybe. I like Killer Moth too. He's the Batman antithesis. This is my based list. Yes, I put Croc above Deathstroke. Fucking deal with it. Megalovania is playing in the background. Well, there you have it. There you have it. Kirk Langstrom, my man. Well, no one wants to do a lockout right now, it looks like. Everyone's busy. So, that's kind of all that I've planned for today. I'm happy with this list, though. This has to go in Discord. Hold on. Based on sexual appeal. I don't know if I should do that or not. I don't know what these 5 are. I know Batman Who Laughs. I don't really care about his storyline at all. I think it was cool at first, and it was kind of like, oh... All everyone talks about now is, oh, this is the Batman Who Laughs. He's so fucking cool. He's just like, he's all right. Joker is better than Batman Who Laughs. Is this Victor Zsasz? I thought he was a fucking leopard. I'm not lying. I thought it was a leopard. Because the way his face looks in this picture. That it was like one of those like leopards from Batman Beyond. He's better than Deadshot. I don't know much about Zsasz. I think like what does Penguin do? Fucking what the fuck does Penguin do, dude? Rethinking my whole life now. He's rich. What's up with this man? Doesn't do shit. He has an umbrella. True. You're right. Everyone on here, I feel like, has connections. Two-Face has connections. Bane has connections. Raish has got plenty of connections. I don't know who this is supposed to be. Is this supposed to be like Talia? I don't know who the fuck you are. I feel like I do, actually. No, I don't. Oh, the Bat Rain. Whatever. Whatever. That is all I had planned for today, though. I'm gonna hop off, edit down those stream vibes, and probably go watch Batman the Animated Series. We'll be back. I will stream a lockout before I go on vacation. Don't worry. We'll get another lockout going here soon. I got about 2 weeks before vacation. We'll get a lockout, and then we'll do probably something with chat again. But I'm going to head out. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you guys next stream. New video Friday. Watch it. Peace.